What is up? How's everybody doing? Everyone excited for the live stream? Nerf prediction. Nerf prediction. Hey, what's up, Kadachi? How you doing, bro? Will Lightning Spear get nerfed? I don't think so. I think Tangletongue will get nerfed. Hey, Esker, how you doing, man? I am insanely hyped for this, Kadachi. I've been I barely got any sleep last night. Like, it literally feels like a video game Christmas, but it's for like a single video game. If this is how exciting every one of these patches, League launches is going to be going forward, then like, I could probably play this game forever. I really just want it to start. I'm like, yeah. I've been so bored the last month because I've just, like, I played the game too much, and, like, the changes are just going to be so refreshing. It's going to be so fun. I don't know. I cannot wait, man. I am, like, overwhelmed by how excited I am for this. Like, genuinely, like, insanely excited. Like, I've never done something like this where I react to a live stream. Like, I don't do react content, ever. And, like, there's just a buzz about Path of Exile leagues that is, when you're a part of it, it's really different from any other game. Everyone is, like, enthusiastic and in sharing in that excitement. Obviously, there's the doomers and haters, but the people that matter and care, you know, they're all here to celebrate the game, and that's cool. Ah, rip Kadachi. Yeah, I mean, you can't know for sure if those leaks are real, but, it's very likely that they're real. Which is unfortunate. I kind of want to make a video in retrospect now, like after, excuse me, after this is all done, talking about leaks and stuff. There's an interesting reaction to the leaks. There are some people who, first of all, let me just preface this by saying, leaks, no one wants leaks. The guy who leaked this stuff, I assume it was an accident. He did not want to leak them. GGG did not want them leaked, and we all as the community agree we don't want them leaked. But once they're leaked, it's just kind of like everything's said and done. There's a group of people who are getting very angry at the people who are talking about the leaks and reacting to leaks. But I find it weird that there's not the same level of... So, why isn't that discussion happening around data mining? Because leaks, like a leak is an accident, but once it's out there, like you can't really stop it, right? But data mining is you, like someone going into GGG's data and ripping out information that they don't want from you. people cover data mining, and no one has a problem with data mine speculation. No one has a problem with us using data mining to confirm leaks through like consistencies via the database, and they're fine with, you know, Sir Gog doing a 90-minute data mine dive. But when he does a 90-minute leak dive, it's very rude. It's not a one-for-one thing. You know, you have to keep in mind that the leaks are ruining a live production event that a lot of people have put work into. But in my mind, data mining, I don't have a problem with data mining. It happens. You just gotta deal with it as a game developer. But in my mind, data mining is like you're taking that information from GGG. You're ripping it from their servers. That's like almost like stealing in a sense, right? Where when you talk about a leak, you're just covering something that like that's already out there. Like the same thing happens with data mining, right? You're covering it because it's out there, but I'm just curious why they don't have the same anger around data mining that they don't have around the covering of the leaks. I don't think... Like, obviously, we don't want either to happen, but once it's out there, you know, it's out there. I don't think I'll cover leaks again, just because I got quite a few angry comments. Even though I didn't go super deep into the leaks, I only covered like 3 of the leaks that I thought were like interesting to Thorns builds. And I didn't even go super deep into them. But I won't ever cover leaks again just because of how angry people got. I just find it interesting that they don't have that same thought around data mining. Waiting speculation question. How to rebuild Banner Boy build with Valor gone and Glory instead? I have no idea, man. The banner changes. Okay, I don't want to talk about leaks. I don't want to talk about leaks on stream because I don't want to talk about the specifics of the leaks, Petrus, because there's some people who have been avoiding the leaks, right? So I'm avoiding talking about the leaks right now, but I agree that those changes are interesting. And I have no idea how they'll play out. We'll have to see. It's a completely different mechanic. But yeah, sorry. I don't want to dive too deep into what the leaks are on stream. Hey, what's up, Valkyra? How you doing, man? But yeah, we're in killing time mode. We have an hour and 51 minutes until the reveal. I think 30 minutes before the reveal, myself, Miso, and Dead Rabbit are doing a bingo thing. I don't understand the bingo thing at all, but we're doing a bingo thing. Do we play it? Like, are we just making the list for fun, or are we actually playing it and trying to win? Like, I don't understand what the community's fixation is with the bingo cards, but we're making a bingo card. I don't know if we're gonna actually play. If like we're making different cards and stuff, and like trying to. Like, I have no idea. I have no idea with the bingo. But we're doing that, and then, yeah, we're going to be co-streaming the reaction of the live stream, me, Miso, and Dead Rabbit. And then we are going straight into the podcast once we have the patch notes. So, it's going to be a long stream today, guys. My stream will eventually end whenever we get to the podcast. I'll host Miso, and then we'll just do the podcast from his stream. But I will be streaming until we start the podcast, which I'm guessing for, like... I mean, I have no idea how long the reveal stream will last. I'm guessing with the Q&A, it'll be over an hour. So I'm guessing I'll be streaming for like at least another 3 to 4 hours. And then, yeah, we'll go into the podcast. Yep. I mean, the first thing I do whenever I get the patch notes, Celtic, is Control F Thorns. That is the first thing I am doing. So, we'll see what changes we get. And yeah, tomorrow, expect in the morning, once I've, really dissected the patch notes, I'll be doing my first Thorns update video. Are you still expecting a new class? Yes. I am still expecting a new class and new ascendancies. I think we are still getting one new class, Druid or Marauder, hopefully. And I think we'll still get, like, Martial Artist and a couple other ascendancies. It's purely speculation, Edward. But, yeah, I think we're gonna get a new class. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm not... So, I will clarify that I will not be upset if we don't get a new class. If we don't get a new class and new ascendancies, based off the leaks I saw... Apparently, the leaks that got leaked, by the way, were only 40% of the leaks. So there's like 40% of the content that he had leaked. So there's a lot more stuff that's out there. I'm not sure what it is. I'm gonna say no, Demento. I'm gonna say no. I want to keep it leak safe right now. I want to keep the chat leak safe. Thank you for asking, sir. I appreciate you asking. I don't want more leaks that I haven't seen, and I don't want to... People got angry in my video, and I don't want to... Yeah. I understand why people are avoiding the leaks, so... I just want it to be good. Me too, Sour. I mean, I love 0.2. I don't see how it could get worse. It's gonna get better, so... Especially if we get, like... It seems like Act 4 has pretty much been hard confirmed. Like, even before the leaks. Like, Act 4 just has been, like, hard confirmed. That alone is going to be huge for the game. Unarmed confirmation? Yeah, I would love the... Like, I mean, I hope we get a martial artist monk. More than likely, I will be league starting. So, I am on the Copium. So, Hey Esker just literally said it. I am on the Copium train that we are getting a massive, massive overhaul to the trade system. A massive overhaul. Like, it is going to be so much better. Like, we're getting some form of, like, instant buyout trade. And with that, Thorns becomes way more viable league start. So many people still look at Thorns as a dead stat, so they'll throw up a piece of Thorns gear with, like, one roll of rarity or resistance on it for, like, a Regal Orb. So very early on, like, I'm talking first hour, you should be able to trade for good Thorns gear. Until Thorns becomes, like, a meta popular build, which I do believe it will one day. Yeah, so for me, the, like, of all the stuff, Sour, for me, like, those people are, like, the ones getting upset about the leaks are, like, the White Knights of the community. Obviously, it sucks, but that's just the game. That just comes with the territory. I know, I literally just talked about it 10 minutes ago. I think I'm gonna do an entire video about it, but... data mining to me is a way more offensive than leaks. And covering data mining is like a norm in this game. So, I just think people have a weird perspective at times. But maybe I'm the one with the weird perspective. I'm a content creator and a game dev, so I've got like a very skewed perspective. And I'm a content creator first. I was content creator from like 2010 to 2016. I got into game development in like 2010, and then I recently got into content creation like a few years ago. Exactly, Sour. It's normal in almost all games. You can't really stop it. You can try. It's hard to stop it, though, with how people use online databases and stuff. Especially like how much API-driven data and whatnot. It's impossible to stop, really. But yeah, to me, it's like there's no difference between the two. But they get very angry over the leak stuff. And the difference is with the leaks, it's ruining a live production, which I get why people get extra upset about that. There's a lot more people involved in a live production, but yeah. I'm fine if you're okay with being angry at either or not being angry at them. I see both sides. Thorns are a fine wine. We are slowly slipping new flavors each league. I imagine by the time we hit 1.0, Thorns is going to be in a great spot. Thorns is going to be in a great spot. I'm like, I don't know why I believe so heavily in the trade system update, you guys, but for some reason, like, even on the Path to Exile podcast prediction episode we did, I predicted, my crazy prediction was a trade system overhaul. Like, that's what I want the most. It's the most important thing for the game. I'm about to go on a mini trade rant here, but I had multiple friends who quit the game in 0.1. There are 3 of them that quit the game. One of them quit the game. He didn't even realize there was trade because there's no advertisement of it in the game at all. You can't trade in-game via, like, there's no in-game UI or interface system for trade, which is absurd. You have to go to a website to trade. I had one friend who found out about trade and went to the website to trade, and the whole friction of using the website, he didn't even complete his first trade before he quit the game. And then I had a third friend who eventually stuck through it and learned how to trade and got reasonably deep in the endgame, but I feel like that's a pretty common new player experience where you're going to have people who quit without knowing trade exists, or you're going to have people who quit once they start interacting with a third-party website. And I know a lot of people don't care about trade. Some of you are solo self-found players, you're crafters, and that's fine, but a large majority of players do like trade, and I feel like the new player experience, you're gonna want to trade your first 1 or 2 characters rather than solo self-found, especially in, like, this game where you can, like, die to the Biras. So, yeah, I just feel like a trade overhaul is, like, one of the biggest wins for this game. So if they rushed it out, I'd be super happy. But I know people have heard the trade rant thousands of times from thousands of different creators, so I'll end it there. We'll never hear the trade rant again because today we're getting that trade site overhaul, guys. Yeah. Just a smooth rollout for the patch and I'll be happy? Yeah, man, I mean, I don't know. I've put, let me see how many hours I have in Steam right now. 2,179. You don't play that much if you don't like the game. So I don't think, like, I mean, my perspective is I like the game, right? As long as, like, I don't see there's anything they can do that'll ruin the game for me. Until we hit 1.0, right? Like, I don't have a full picture of the game, so once we have 1.0, I'll have an idea of, like, if the future will purely be for me. But in this kind of, like, sandbox testing environment, it's so much fun for me. It might stop being fun whenever, like, everything gets more refined and I have to start doing path of building for all my builds and, like, this weird min-max stance. But what if they remove Thorns? I mean, if we have Cyclone by then, I'd be fine with that, but I don't think they would ever do that. Of course, you're trolling, but I don't know. This is going to sound stupid, but I feel like Thorns is like, I don't want to say it's Righteous Fire tier, because Righteous Fire has, like, a different appeal to it. But it has the potential to be, like, a popular niche in that sense. It won't, like, Righteous Fire is, like, one of the most popular builds. I'm not saying Thorns will ever be one of the most popular builds, but it will be a niche that is popular eventually. Because there are a lot of people that say, like, once they finally tried Thorns, they're like, oh wow, this was actually insanely fun. It's just like you have to convince them that trying it is fun. So once more people have tried a fleshed out Thorns build, I think it'll be popular. In PoE 1, I can't play on SSF. I just don't have willpower to do this. I haven't played Last Epoch yet. I was wanting to play this season, but the release is too close to PoE 2's. since I have never, so the reason I never played Last Epoch is because I didn't like that they gave creators early access. I like whenever PoE does a patch, it's like fairly blind. You go in without like everyone having like early access to the beta. They're not doing that with this next patch, Last Epoch, which is great. But the time is so close to PoE 2 that I've never played Last Epoch. I don't know if a week is enough time for me to really be satisfied with my time spent there. I might want to play for more than a week, but then PoE 2 comes, and then like I'm just like, oh, I didn't really get to sink my teeth in and give it the proper review I wanted and stuff, so I'll play Last Epoch eventually. I'll give it a good try, but it has to be where I can give it time. It can't be this close to a PoE 2 league. But in general, I'm not a solo self-found kind of guy. I mean, all of my builds are stupid and weird. It's hard to craft stupid and weird builds. At least in PoE 2. If it ever became easier to, like, you know, craft all the bunch of uniques and weird, like, target items like, or target stat rolls like Thorns, then, you know, I might like it more, but I think, so Ricard says, unpopular opinion for some, but GGG has been executing the EA very well. They've been responding to feedback, fixing the game, and improving it. Hopefully they can bring it home for 0.3. I mean, so people can give their feedback, obviously, on why or what they would want differently from EA, but I feel like GGG knows what they want most from early access, right? Like, as the developer, when you enter early access, you are saying your game is unfinished, but we need to enter this early access state to get community testing so we can find out what direction we want to go. We might be thinking, like, I want more patches for my own personal fun. I want more patches to keep me long term. We need to balance these things so I can, like, my build's bad right now. If you want me to play it right now, buff it right now. But GGG might just be thinking differently about the EA. They might be taking things more in stride, willing to cook a little bit longer on these changes. And if that's the approach they want to take, it's hard for us to say whether they're right or wrong until we see 1.0 in the fully finished product. But, I mean, I've put 2,000 hours in. It's like the best early access game I've ever played. So, there's definitely things I would ask for them to do differently, but I would say that they've been executing it well. It's like, it's arguably one of the most successful, I mean, I would have to look at early access metrics, but I imagine it's one of the most successful early access games of all time. Yeah, I love that pick from Misu. Agreed, Sour. I mean, you have to cook. There are just some times where, like, at least with me in game development, you, like, whenever you're stuck on anything creative, there's a wall in front of you that you can't ever seem how to pass, and then this one day, a random thought appears in your head that solves how to get past this wall. Sometimes you just have to wait and, like, until the thought comes to your head for the solution. So sometimes stuff just needs to cook, and that just, like, yeah, I agree. It's like, you can't have these knee-jerk reactions to player sentiment. Because sometimes you just aren't ready to answer that question. You haven't thought about it long enough. You haven't gotten enough perspectives. So yeah, it's... People get caught up in their enjoyment in the now, obviously, because you're playing a game right now, and you're like, oh, I want this to be better for me right now. And yeah, that's the right way to think sometimes, but GGG is, you know, they're the ones running the early access. They know what they need to make this game better, hopefully. Yeah, that's where I'm at, Ricard. I mean, it just lacks so much. I try and play with what's in front of me. That's my approach to an early access game. I play what's in front of me. I don't think about what I'm missing too much. I just test what's in front of me, and then I try and tell GGG what I think is missing, but I don't, like, let what's missing ruin that experience. In early access games specifically. It's not like, this is not just like a PoE 2 thing where I'm giving them a pass. If we're in 1.0 and GGG says, like, the foundation's done, that's when you can be a bit more critical about things, because you know it's harder to shift direction then, but yeah. I hope the next patch gives the companion skills more kick outside of being Aurabots. I mean, they're barely Aurabots. Like, half the time they can't keep up with you, half the time they're dead. It's like, or they're rough. They need a lot of love, but I agree. I would love some companion buffs. Looking forward to you, Rabbit, Miso Theorycraft later. I can't wait, man. I'm curious how the live reaction is going to go. It might be a little weird with 3 people all going, oh my god. We might have to, like, push the talk up during the actual announcement part of the stream, but I'm really excited to go through the patch notes with them. It's going to be really fun because, like, me, Miso, and Rabbit are all very different players, so I imagine we're going to hit a point in the patch notes where, like, oh, this isn't that cool, let's move on. And Rabbit's like, wait, this is huge. And then, like, Rabbit moves, like, I don't think that's really cool, let's move on. And Miso's freaking out. I imagine because of our different play styles, we're going to have different things we want to talk about in the patch notes, and it'll be cool. But I'm super excited for the next... So we might actually do 3 podcasts over 2 weeks. We're doing a podcast today. We're doing the podcast Monday with Darth Microtransaction. And then we might do 1 more podcast the day before launch. If people want to see a second podcast next week where we're just, like, talking about all our league start plans or something, I'm not sure. But there might be a 3rd podcast for next week. There probably will be, knowing how excited we already are. I'm so excited, Spectre, dude. Oh my god, I can't wait to start making builds. And it sucks because, like, it's funny. I'm actually writing a AI music video about the songs about build choice and anxiety. I have a lot of friends who I make fun of them because I call it build choice anxiety. Every league, they're just like, until literally a minute before launch, they're pulling their hair out. I can't figure out what to play. I can't figure out what to play. I'm kind of getting a little bit of build choice anxiety because there's so many fun builds I want to revisit, but I'm pretty locked in on Thorns. But the build choice anxiety is, it's a real problem with Path of Exile, man. There's so many fun builds. Like, I want to play Thorns. I'm pretty sure, unless Thorns gets literally 0 changes... I mean, even if it got 0 changes, I still might league start it. If trade got changes, I would probably league start Thorns. I'm pretty sure I'm league starting Thorns. But there's my Minion Swarm build I want to do. My Zerg Swarm Minion, I want to revisit that. I want to revisit some crossbow build that I did, like Wind Dancer, Magma Barrier. You really hope that Druid was part of the 60% that wasn't leaked? I have been saying it for a while. Part of me why I was saying it was I was trolling people. Like, I have never been too hyped about Druid, so I don't care if it shows up. I obviously it would be hype if Druids show up. I want it to show up for people. I don't know if it's going to show up. I will not be upset if it doesn't show up. But I will be very hyped if it does. I don't know if I'll league start Druid. I imagine I will. I imagine when I make my Thorns videos coming up, everyone's going to be like, please league start Thorns Druid. Listen, man, I want Marauder and I want Gladiator. Those are the things I'm excited for right now. I'm a melee boy, and... So the cool thing about Druid... Let's say we have the 3 ascendancies we're thinking about. We have a critter mode, we have a spellcaster mode, and we have the feral, like, transform mode. If I go Druid, I can League start as Thorns, go Bear or Wolf or something, and, like, you know, obviously take hits because you're a Bear, you Thorns right way, right? But then I have my minion build I want to do, right? So I can, whenever I'm finished with Thorns, I could, you know, maybe Ascendancy swap to the minion build or something. So a Druid wouldn't be awful to League start as. I'm glad you guys are talking so much, because I did not know what I was going to do for the 2 hours before the League launch. I didn't know if I was going to, like, watch Dead Rabbit stream or something, or go through Reddit threads. I think EA's GGG is them trying to avoid bigger player backlash that most other RPGs have gotten during release. I think so. RPGs take forever to tune, for sure. It's a huge balance mess. And the problem is, you need player testing. There's no amount of, like, internal testers that GGG could hire that could do the work the community does. The paywall is very smart. It should definitely be the $30 paywall is super smart. Because the game obviously isn't ready for the entire player base. I mean, look how different 0.2 was from 0.1. 0.3 is going to be unrecognizable from 0.1. So, it's definitely good that, not everyone can play the game yet. But one thing that people don't talk about enough is this game is going to be free to play eventually. If you, like, jump 10 years in the future, right? And you got everybody that's played PoE 2 then, most of them haven't played it yet. The people in the early access, we're not the majority. We're the obsessed super fans and the PoE 1 Andes. But once this game hits free to play and console, it's gonna hit such a wide audience of, like, people who have never played PoE yet that it's gonna be very different. Hey, what's up, Creative? Thorns again? Probably. We'll have to see what the patch note says, but more than likely. I've never actually League started Thorns. This will be the first time I actually League started. Yeah, no, PoE 1 was EA for, I was in, PoE 1 did a paid early access originally. And I played in it for a very long time. They're basically doing what they did with PoE 1. PoE 1 used to have Cruel 2 as well. You used to do, I think in the original early access, it was Act 1, 2, 3, and then you would do Act 1, 2, 3 again, and I think you would do Act 1, 2, 3 again. I think you did it 3 times. Early access of PoE 1 was rough. Wait, I thought it was free from 0.3? What you probably saw... And everyone put your mute up real quick for like 15 seconds. I'm about to talk about one of the leaks. What you saw was one of the leaks talking about a free-to-play weekend. One of the leaks mentioned a free-to-play weekend. I don't think it's going completely free-to-play. I could be wrong there, though. I did not dive too deep into all of the leaks. I glanced at a handful of them, and then I looked at the ones I thought might have Thorn stuff. But I don't think it's going fully free to play yet. I might be wrong, though. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Thorns have been disabled on Cal's account? No! I've gotten too powerful. GGG had to nerf me. Well, I have like a 26-minute like Thorns feedback video on my channel. There's a lot of like minor tweaks they can make from that video that would be huge quality of life for Thorns. To me, the biggest barrier to entry to the Thorns is the tier 3 support gems. Quillburst and Barbs are tier 3. And they are like insanely important to playing Thorns. When do tier 3 support gems start dropping? Act 2 Cruel? I have no idea. So if you want to use Barbs and Quillburst right now, you have to like wait until someone can trade you one for like an Exile or 2. So that's like the biggest change for me. Like if those got changed to tier 1 support gems, that change alone makes me want to League start Thorns, you know? So I'm under the copium train, Shathan, that we're getting trade changes. We're about to get a complete trade overhaul with like an auction house where it's much easier to trade. And I'm just hoping that I can like very quickly trade for the helmet on day one. I'm a Trade League Andy though, so I assume it won't be too hard to get it day one. A lot of people still sleep on Thorns, so I don't think people are going to be selling it for like 20 exalts day one, you know? A lot of people will be looking for the quick 1 exalt flip. Tier 3 starts dropping on Wall and Act 2 Cruel or something like that. Yeah, I mean, that's a long time before Thorns, like, that's when Thorns really comes online. You're also Trade League? Yeah, I mean, if we get the Trade League, if we get the trade changes I'm hoping we're getting, then Thorns gets, like, that's the biggest buff to Thorns in my opinion, is being able to, a lot of people sleep on Thorns gear, so you'll see people throw up, like, something with, like, Thorns damage and 1 resistance on it for a Regal Orb, because they don't think that piece of gear is good. So, Trade League for Thorns, if we have, like, a better trade system, it's the biggest buff Thorns could get, silly enough as that sounds. This isn't even Cal's final form. Well, my final form is whenever we get my Thorns unique in the game. Every season, I'm going to be pitching my Thorns unique. And then one day, we'll get it in the game, and then whenever I'm wearing my own personal Thorns unique, that's when I've reached my final form. It's called Cowl of Torak. You know, like a cowl, like a cloak, Cowl of Torak. And it either makes your Lightning Thorns chain, or it makes your allies in your presence have your Thorns damage, so we can give our minions Thorns. One day, we're going to have the Cowl of Torak in-game, and it's going to be the best Thorns unique. That's when the final form has been achieved. My predictions? Act 4. Oh yeah, everyone, start giving me your predictions. I want to read them. My predictions. Act 4, Marauder, Abyss trade overhaul. Abyss, trade overhaul. Sweeping balance changed. Endgame improved slightly. God, I would love Marauder, man. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's my copium. I keep saying I have copium trains. Another one that I have is I am hoping Abyss is coming with a Delve mechanic. Delve is my favorite PoE 1 mechanic, and if we got Delve, I might go for like world first, like 2000 floor Delve or something. Like, I love Delve, and Delve for Thorns is perfect. You literally just stand there, and Delve is the mom spawning on you and instantly attacking you. So, yeah, I want Delve so bad. So like, I'm just glad you mentioned Abyss, because I'm hoping Abyss is coming with some form of Delve. Hey, man, I love your podcast. I can't wait to hear your thoughts after this reel. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, Gloom. We're going to be hosting into Miso's channel at some point. We're going to co-stream the reaction of the announcement. So me, Miso, and Dead Rabbit, I think in a little less than an hour, we're going to get in a call together. We're making a bingo card. I don't know if we're each making our own cards or we're just making one group podcast bingo card. And then we're going to watch it together. And then the moment we have those patch notes, we're going into the podcast. And oh my god, guys. I'm so bored. You have no idea how bored I am. I need this patch. Hey, what's up, Loopy? Alkaline Chulula rework. That would be sick. I'm super excited for the potential new Monk Ascendancy, too. People have been speculating martial artist since the data mine. Steve 2.0. Act 4, Brawler maybe. Yeah, Brawler. Martial artist. Cleric Paladin. Bunch of fixes. Your prediction is Druid, Abyss, Auction House, Act 4. God, man, I'm like, we get an Auction House, dude. It is like, there will be a, like, every PoE 2 player and I assume PoE 1 player because this would eventually come to PoE 1, but if we got an auction house, like it doesn't have to be exactly an auction house, but some form of instant buyout trade, every single PoE player across the globe is going to stand up and just a standing ovation. Like, there could not be anything more hype, right? What could be more hype than some form of instant buyout trade? I know solo self-found players, they don't care, I guess, right? So I guess to them it wouldn't matter. But for trade Andes, like myself, there's nothing cooler than the auction house. Marauder plus Axis, I really want Marauder. If we get Marauder, I am definitely going like a Thorns Marauder. That will 100% be what we're league starting. My prediction, already read yours, Rickard, yeah. You are very bored as well, yeah, Edward, it's bad. It's bad. I got into RuneScape, I've been so bored lately. I've been grinding the crap out of RuneScape. I'm like when WoW came out, I've been playing it since its beta. Like I had my cousin, it was like one of those things where, like, my cousin had a friend whose brother worked at Blizzard, and my cousin got a WoW account, and anytime I would go over to my cousin's, I'd get to play the beta through his account. And I have played WoW for like 25 years, and I have always just shit-talked RuneScape heavily, and I have been enjoying it extensively. It is a very different MMO. It's a solo MMO. It's not like WoW at all, where you have like big, like it does have group activities, but it's not like WoW where you do like big group dungeons and like the combat's very different. But the systems from the game is very fun. And that filled a good amount of my time, was just dipping my toes into that game. I ended up buying a year sub. I don't think I'll ever do RuneScape content, but until we get a good WoW game again, it's filled my MMO itch. Oh yeah, Kodachi, I've seen that before. the consoles have the good system for trade, and yeah, I remember getting angry about that. I remember getting angry about it to the point I blocked my on my brain. I've seen the UI for it. It's just like, but we have to use the trade site. We have to use the trade site for PC. It's just mind blowing. Yeah, I've avoided making trade videos because I always just get angry and confused. But hopefully today is the day we get that trade overhaul. What's Rabbit doing? Oh, damn, I got... Hell yeah. Thanks, everybody, for watching. My Twitch doesn't normally get this many viewers. Yeah, Dead Rabbit's just, he's just still chilling. So, we don't know what changes, but is anyone leaning something? Is anyone leaning something, league start wise? Obviously I'm probably league starting Thorns, but you know, is anyone without patch notes pretty committed to anything? I know Rabbit seems like he's really hard committed to playing a crossbow build. Hey Ryan. I hope the player housing is cool. Crossbow for me, yeah, I know a lot of people want to play crossbows. What's up, Hulk? How you doing, man? Thorns Archer. Fire spell on melee buff. Yeah, I don't want to go into the leaks too heavily. I'm not going to go into leaks, but one of the leaks, the mace skills got some touch-ups that, like, there's a lot of really cool mace skills that I'm interested in revisiting. I don't want to dive into the leaks. I know some of you guys are avoiding them, so I won't say what they were, but... Yeah, I mean, I really want Minion Thorns to be a thing. That's why my current pitch for the Cowl of Torak is either helmet or a body armor that allies in your presence get Thorns damage. I really want a Minion Thorns build. And, Totem Thorns would be cool, too. I wouldn't mind Totem Thorns, too. I've been playing Warrior since the start of the game, so I'm ready for something different. Yeah, I'm the opposite. I'm the same in that I've been playing Warrior since the start of the game, but I'm ready for more of the same. I'm ready for more Warrior. If we get no new classes, I'm League starting a warrior. If we get a new class and it's a warrior class, I'm League starting that warrior class. Yeah, but you can't like give it to where your totems like have the thorns like stats that you have. So like if I have like 20,000 thorns from like something hitting me, my totems can't get that. I want like my tools to get hit, and then they also reflect the thorns. I would not rule out a Deepest Tower nerf. I'm 50-50 on it. I honestly don't think Deepest Tower is a bad baseline for what the best build should be. We just need more builds potentially like that. It might be slightly too hard or too good, but in general, the performance of a Deepest Tower build is what you would want from like a min-maxed endgame build. So I'm curious what GGG thinks of the Deepest Tower builds. I wonder what their benchmark is for the best builds. Do they want it worse or better, or where that is? And then, yeah. Hey, what's up, old Ox Red Fox? How you doing, man? Are you excited for the patch? For the announcement? You're waiting for patch notes? Yeah. I'm waiting for patch notes too, obviously. If there's literally 0 things that buff Thorns, then I might not buy Thorns. But I just find that so bizarre. Like, if you look at patch 0.1 for Thorns, it had more Thorns stuff in it than we would have ever imagined. It had passive tree stuff for Thorns, and it had really good uniques for Thorns. And then in 0.2, Thorns leveled up like 10 times. So Thorns was already better than anyone ever expected it to, and then they made it 10 times better. So I don't know if Thorns is actually off their radar for this patch again. Like, I feel like they're focusing on it. Like, the amount of love it got in 0.2, I could see it getting similar love this patch. But that could just be copium. I could just be fully copiuming it. Can't wait for patch notes. That's what I'm most excited for, Frosted. Like, I have trouble making, like, I get really, like, the video I released yesterday or this morning, like, I get self-conscious making those videos. I hate speculation videos. I hate, like, theorycraft videos. Like, even when we have patch notes, I get really self-conscious about doing a league start build with just the patch notes. I don't think I should be making those kind of videos until, like, 3 days into the league, is my mentality of it. How can I know until I've actually played it? I've leveled through the campaign, I've seen the end game, like, the game's not fleshed out enough to where you can do, like, I'm not saying you shouldn't do that for PoE 1, but I don't think this game is ready for that yet, where I can accurately, fully predict. But, I will be doing some stuff soon. Right, it is a lot of pressure because you don't want to, like... I mean, it's an insane amount of pressure. There are a lot of people who are trusting you with their time. As silly as that sounds, a lot of you do not have the time to play it 8 hours a day plus, like, we creators can. You can play it maybe 8 hours a week, and that might be even pushing it for you. You can't risk a build that's going to flop, so... Unless I'm fully confident on what I'm talking about, I get super nervous about doing anything guide-related. No, not turtle mode, porcupine mode. My wish for a druid form is porcupine mode. I want to be Sanic. Oh, Sanic's a hedgehog. Jesus. They both kind of look like porcupines, though. And they both are prickly, right, looking? I corrected myself before any of you guys could correct me. But no, porcupine would be cool, right? I feel like that'd be a fun Thorns one. Sonic the Porcupine, yep. If we get Druid or Marauder, than that. If not, probably Martial Artist. Yeah, if we got no new classes, but we got like a martial artist, I did my Shattering Palm Thorns build, and I would very likely do my martial artist for that. That's smart, Sour. Invoker Lighting Arrow is not a bad start. Sea Urchin form would be cool. I think we're gonna get tons of buffs. No shot they make the same mistake twice. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get nerfs. Well, we might get some nerfs, but like people are like speculating like this nerf thread here. He's like Lightning Spear and Tangle Tongue are both getting nerfed. I'm just like, I don't think both are getting nerfed. I think Tangle Tongue might get the base crit removed from it. I don't think they're removing the forking, and I don't think they're removing Lightning Spear. I think they like slightly nerf, and they make Tangle Tongue a little more rare. Rake Stomping Ground is probably getting nerfed. I would imagine this is getting nerfed. Maybe the strength scaling on Stomping Ground. Deepest Tower, 50-50 on. I could see Deadeye nerfs. I could see Deadeye nerfs. Deadeye is really freaking good. Deadeye is really good, but maybe not. But yeah, I don't know if we're getting too many nerfs. I think this is going to be the patch of buffs. Because keep in mind, you can't nerf, like, so, like, I was about to go into leaks. There's a leak that changes a lot of the balance of the game, that when you take into account that, I was going to say it involves support gems. There's a leak involving support gems. And when you take into account that, how can you know to nerf or buff this stuff right here, right? Like, what if you nerf this stuff? Or, like, you just don't know, right? Like, so I don't know if we're getting as many nerfs as people are expecting. Some things will get nerfed. Slight nerfs. Slight nerfs. But nothing's getting nuked. I don't think any... Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong, Frosted. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe we're going to be like triple tap, nerf, like everything's deleted. I don't think the game needs that for any of this. I think this all needs slight nerfs. This all is slight nerf territory. Ambrosia probably needs a nerf or a rework. But slight nerfs here. That's my thoughts. Hour and 6 minutes. Well, that's like a buff, Edward. But yes, I imagine they're adjusting the mana curve again. Some skills still cost way too much. Thanks for all the new followers, guys. By the way, I am, for the YouTube audience, watch on whichever platform you want. But I am live streaming on Twitch. YouTube does not have drops. There's a Twitch drop event where you get a kill effect or something. If you watch it on my Twitch, you can get the drops. I do not care which one you want to watch it on. This is not me, like, advocating for which. If you prefer YouTube, stick on YouTube. But if you do not know about the drops, you have to watch on YouTube for... I don't fucking know. I don't know how drops work. Someone in chat tell me how the drops work. It's once the announcement stream starts, you have to watch for a couple hours. I don't know. Might be an hour, might be 2 hours. But yeah, you have to watch on Twitch. Sorry, YouTube crowd. No YouTube drops. Yet, at least. Or maybe ever. That might be a Twitch exclusive thing. Yep, no problem, Faust. And then in 30 minutes, I will be co-streaming, so I'll be getting to a Discord call with Miso and Dead Rabbit, so you're going to hear their voices soon. We are going to be reacting to the announcement together. We're going to be making a bingo card. I know a lot of the PoE community likes bingo cards. Let's check the Reddit. Let's see if anything new has been posted. Oh my god! Patch notes! Added support for upcoming announcement and new supporter packs. Ooh, supporter packs. Players can now revive each other in endgame maps outside of boss fights at the cost of a 10th portals. GGG, why do you do this every time? Why do they do it every time? Why couldn't it just be rezzing? Why does it always have to be rezzing at the cost of? Every time they add something, it's like, hey, we're letting you res, but you get to use your portal attempts. So all you're doing is just getting them back to you quicker, but you're wasting the portal still. It's like, it's good. I don't play party play, but is it really broken if you're rezzing and not using the portal? Isn't that the point of party play? I know there's the balance of it, like you could have somebody sitting in the corner rezzing you over and over like 1,000 times on a boss fight, but maybe, I don't know. I don't play that playstyle, so party players, you know this better than me. The cost seemed weird to me. You're fine with the one portal waddle, but people do die in juice group. The res system really, really sucks. I try to play with friends from time to time, but it's insane how hard it is to res. Yeah, I mean, I guess they have to, like, balance it because of, like, the economy gain of it, but doesn't the map scale to party size? So, like, if you have 6 people, it's gonna be hard. I don't know. I've never done party play. I don't play ARPGs for group play, so I only play in parties. It's a nice change, but I'd prefer no cost. Do you think it's like, Sire, do you think it's abusable if it has no cost? Like, do you think that's going to be broken if it has no cost? I'm curious. Oh yeah, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Deadeye got nerfs. Deadeye is so damn good. I don't think Tangle Tongue will get reworked. Well, it'll get reworked if you think this is a rework. I think forking is part of Tangle Tongue. You can't remove the fork aspect of Tangle Tongue. That's staying. I think, 1, they're going to change its rarity, and 2, they have to remove the base crit from it. Doesn't it give like 5 to 10% base crit? Flat crit? Isn't it flat crit on Tangle Tongue? 5 to 10% roll? I think the crit should be like, if the crit was straight up removed, like, that's crazy, right? So remove the crit, but I think the fork is like key to Tangle Tongue, right? You get 25 on max. GGG, you guys are crackheads, I swear. What? 25 on max? Yeah, that's nuts. 5 to 20, and then 25 on the max with the max Vow Orb. Yeah, wow. That's definitely what needs to be nerfed. I don't think the fork will be gone, but that base crit is definitely what should be touched first. And then if they just made it a tier 0, like you're saying, like if they just made it like a 100 unique item, that's cool too. Like, historically in PoE 1, unique weapons kind of suck for the most part. Like, there's some specific ones that are good that you'll use like at windows of time, but you don't really ever see unique weapons being used to clear the highest pinnacle content. I think it's cool that there's an overpowered weapon that's unique. We need more of those. It doesn't have to always be the 7 stat rolled rares, but it can't be a high drop rate rare or a unique that is also that good. If it's tier 0, farming for a 25% crit roll would be rare as hell. Yeah, agreed. If it's tier 0, like, you either nerf the flat crit and you make it like tier 2 or tier 3, or it's tier 0 and you leave it the same. 59 minutes. Let me go. Oh my god, less than an hour, you guys. We should be meeting up with Miso and Rabbit soon.
Have Exile started streaming?
Rabbit's listening to Genesis? Bruh. Path of Exile started streaming. Are they live? Let's see if the Path of Exile stream is live yet. Look at Dead Rabbit. I don't know what the stream would be called. I don't see it though. Is it just Path of Exile? Oh, they're live.
Yo, I can go all pro.
Ads.
I can go.
I better not be getting ads in the middle of the stream. Am I gonna get ads in the middle of the reveal stream? This better be the only ad I get. Alright. I have given these guys too much money already. I'm not subbing to them. You know how many supporter packs I've already bought? They've got my wallet already. Alright, let me catch up on chat. Sorry, I was getting to the stream. I was checking out what Dead Rabbit was doing. Axes would be hype? Yeah, I'm trying not to get too excited for a new class. My heart wants to tell me there's a new class coming, either Druid or Marauder. My brain's telling me to expect only new ascendancies. If this patch is going to have as much reworked overhaul stuff and like Act 4, might be too much for them to squeeze in a new class, but I imagine we're getting Druid. I don't think they're going to release a weapon without a class, Danny. I don't think they're going to do that. Maybe they do, but I imagine they're always going to release the weapon with the class that corresponds with the starting of it. Hey, what's up, Control Alt Delete Boy? How you doing, man? You excited for the announcement stream? Dude, I legit got like 4 hours for sleep last night. Like, it is like, this is, if this is what every single PoE 2 patch day is going to be like, this is going to be awesome, being a part of this gaming community. Like, this is so much fun and so much hype. Like, so many people are super excited for this announcement. I agree, Danny. I mean, I'm trying not to get myself too excited for the new class, but I'm going to go out. I'm just going to say I think new class, new ascendancy. Like, I think new class, new ascendancies. Like, if I'm going to, like, if I have to, like, put out a hard prediction, I'm gonna say Druid with all 3 ascendancies, a Monk ascendancy, and a Sorceress ascendancy. But I'm not going to be upset if we don't get any new classes or ascendancies. If we had every single ascendancy we have right now going into this new patch, I would be happy with that. There's enough new stuff coming, I assume, that I will be okay with that. But I just can't imagine we're not getting something new. So definitely new ascendancies. Like, definitely new ascendancies. You think it's Marauder with axes? I mean, if it's Marauder, oh, man, that would be awesome. I want axes so bad, dude. Yeah, I definitely wasn't this hyped for 0-2. You're right. 0-3 has an extra buzz around it. Maybe it's because Darth Microtransaction went to the New Zealand and he's been hyping it up a little bit more. So yeah, 52 minutes. I think in 22 minutes, I'm getting in a call with Rabbit and Miso. So we're almost doing the co-stream soon. Man. I want something trade, guys. The happiest thing that would be for me is a trade change. I think I missed 30 bits from Red Eye Jedi. My Twitch chat, I think, is telling me that. If I did, I'm sorry. I don't know if you're still here. I have an alert at the top of my Twitch chat that says, I think it says you gave me 30 bits. Thank you. I'm sorry if that is true and I missed it. I'm really bad at reading these things. I need to get an actual alert set up and stuff for Twitch. Yeah, I don't think we're getting Juggernaut. It'll be cool, though. Hey, what's up, board, brah? How you doing, man? Are you excited for the launch? Or announcement? I keep saying launch. It's the announcement. Today's the announcement. I just want the patch notes. I wish we got the patch notes right now. Like, if we got it an hour before the stream, I guess that would spoil too much, huh? We just kind of have to wait. We're spoiled. We're spoiled. Let's see if there's anything new on Reddit. Nothing new. I was hoping some new crazy announcement came out. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so for me, what do I want the most besides trade? We've talked about class, we've talked about Ascendancy, we've talked about Thorns buffs. We've talked about Wind Dancer buffs, we've talked about Magma Barrier buffs, we've talked about Arctic Armor buffs. We talked about armor buffs, which buff Thorns. What other buffs can we talk about that would buff Thorns? Did you play a lot of 3.26? No, I did not. I played maybe 30 hours. I got to level 93. I did a bunch of delve. I got to like delve level 300, I think. I had a Tempest Shield Elementalist that I had a bunch of fun on. But I did not play it super long. I think that Path of Exile 2 has ruined all other ARPGs for me. In terms of gameplay feel. I love Delve. This is my first time. I'm not a big Path of Exile 1 player. I used to play it a lot back in the day, and then I took like a long break for many years. I had never really ever done Delve before, and this was the first time I dived deep into Delve, and like, it's my favorite League mechanic, period. Hands down. If Delve gets added to PoE 2, I will lose my mind. Like, I will do a, like, if Delve comes into, whatever patch Delve comes with, I am going to be intentionally playing Thorns to see how deep I can go with Thorns. Like, I'm just going to be like, yeah, I got the 2500 as Thorns, and this is the build. Like, I just love that endless chase or whatever, right? Like, I don't know. Delve is sick. I love Delve. It's very brain off, but in the fun way. That'd be so funny, Spectre. More crafting stuff for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, more orbs. I don't know how many more movement skills we'll get. I feel like more skills will just come with more classes, so we just have to wait and see. Yeah, I watched a few people play Torchlight. I just never got into it. What is Delve? It is a mechanic from PoE 1. It's like a League mechanic. It's separate from mapping, right? It's not like you're going to a map. You go to a Delve area and you're like, it's a mine. And you're just going down into this mine. And it has endless floors. There's like boss encounters and pathways and stuff, but it's essentially like, you know how in like a roguelite game you have the endless mode, and like every level is like the monsters are scaled 1% harder, and at some point there's a mathematically impossible Delve level to clear or something, like a level to clear. Like that's what Delve is. It's like you start on floor 1, and you clear floor 1, and you go to floor 2, and you clear floor 2, and you clear floor 3, but every floor is just slightly harder, and there's no end. I think there actually is an end. I think someone in 3.26 actually got to the end of Delve this patch. I think one of my friends linked me it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I love Delve. Did you look at any of the leaks? Yes, I did. I did look at the leaks. I glanced at the headlines for all of the leaks. I only read in detail a few of the articles. That I thought were interesting. I wanted to save a lot of my reactions for like the live announcement, but I did spoil myself on some stuff, yes. Druid should be good with Thorns? It could be, yeah. From multiple perspectives, from like the fact that like you have a bear form to where like you just have the innate tankiness that Thorns needs. You think of brambles, right? Like you mentioned plants, roses, thorns, brambly, like it could be bramble type stuff. Druid and Templar and Gladiator are the three ascendancies to me that scream Thorns. Because like with Gladiators, you might have like spike shield type stuff, and then Templar, you have flails that screams Thorns to me. I don't have enough interaction with Scarabs to give a good enough answer, James Jones. I've only played the current PoE 1 endgame, one singular patch, so I don't have enough experience with Scarabs. Towers is definitely something I'm wanting touched heavily on in this patch. Oh, hell yeah. There's this game, Fellowship. It's like a, have you ever done Mythic Plus in WoW? It's like a Mythic Plus simulator type game. It's called Fellowship. I've been playing in its betas, and it just got announced its release date. So, cool. I really like that game, and I'll probably stream it some when it comes out. Sorry, I was just typing the miso. I'm not spoiling anything, you guys. I'm avoiding spoilers for the stream. I know some of you guys are avoiding spoilers. I have a video where I talk about some of the leaks on my channel this morning, but I know some people are avoiding spoilers, so I'm just not talking about them. Yeah, like I said it this morning. This is like a video game Christmas. Like I don't know how to feel about it. Like this is weirdly exciting to have this many grown men in their 30s and 40s giggling their asses off for a fucking announcement stream. We're not even getting to play the game today. Not even getting to play the game today. I didn't want to listen. I didn't want to call out all the boomers in the chat. I was being nice and calling you all 20s and 30s. I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry, old people. I didn't mean to hurt all the old people's hearts. You matter. I'm 35. I don't know why I'm talking shit. The gameplay is really good. No, it's great. There's a reason to be excited, Board. We all really like the game, and we're all excited for its future. We are hyped. All right, we're gonna be getting in the call with Miso and Rabbit soon. We're going to be doing a bingo card. So I might be like streaming Miso's screen while he's setting up the bingo card for us. Can some of you guys... What is the origin of the bingo card in the PoE community? I have been a part of a lot of gaming communities. There is something really weird about the bingo card to me. I just don't understand it. Everyone makes the bingo cards, but they don't play the bingo. Like... No one's playing it, right? Like when me, Miso, and Dead Rabbit make the boomer, the boomer. I almost call it the boomer card. The bingo card. Are we actually gonna play it on stream? I don't think so, right? Nobody is playing it? Yeah, okay. Okay, now I'm on the right page then. So we're just doing it because we're bored. I get it now. If that's the intent of the bingo card, I get it now. My competitive ass is like, who am I playing against? Like, who am I playing against? That's what I'm thinking here. Like, why am I doing this? What am I winning here? That's where my brain gets hung up. Is like, I'm trying to win the bingo, and they're just like, no, we're having fun setting up the card. I'm like, yeah, but like, when do I get to win? Okay, so I get it now. Yeah, age doesn't matter for gamers. My dad's a hardcore gamer too. Oh yeah, don't worry. I'm about to slam dunk Miso's ass about the Wind Dancer comments. How dare he? He's right, but how dare he? Yeah, Wind Dancer is, of all of my Reflect builds, the one I am worried about getting nerfed. That's like one of the ones I'm checking the patch notes for. Wind Dancer might be the Reflect build that doesn't survive 0.2. Though I feel like it's going to be the armor explosion technique that gets nerfed and not Wind Dancer, but Wind Dancer is kind of busted. It's kind of busted. If you get bingo, you'll get your Cowl of Torak. Oh, that's how it works. Gotcha, gotcha. It's still really good in 0-2. It's good in certain situations. Yeah, I imagine that's a great Steam Deck game. I am not playing Last Epoch tomorrow. I've talked about it before, but the reason why I've never played Last Epoch is because they did the creator early access. I hate how metas are solved day one in those kind of games, like Diablo 4 did that, so that's why I've never played Last Epoch because of that. They have changed that with this patch. No one got early access for the patch that's coming out tomorrow. Because I've never played Last Epoch before, I don't think I can is a weekend enough time for me to play it for the first time and really get to sink myself into the game and get like a good vibe for it? Like, maybe, but what if at the end of the week I want to keep playing it, but PoE 2 comes out? Like, I need Last Epoch's patch to come out at a better time, and then I'll give it a try. But I've literally never played it. Yeah, Wind Dancer is definitely... Wind Dancer is, like, we talked about on the podcast, we each picked our favorite build, and my Wind Dancer build was obviously my favorite. Like, I had a lot of favorite builds, but that one would just perform so well. I've heard great things about Grim Dawn. People keep, like, of all of the games that I have been recommended to, Grim Dawn seems like the one I'm most likely to... Like, I'm probably of one day going to try them all. My games dev studio... Whenever we get money to, like, actually invest into a game seriously, we plan on making an ARPG. So at some point before that, I will go and play all of those ARPGs just for, like, inspiration. But Grim Dawn is on the higher end of the ones. Like, people just recommend it the most to me. Apparently, Grim Dawn was made by the people who made Titan Quest 1, which is like a cult classic. I never played Titan Quest 1, but it's the same people, apparently, for the most part. So, yeah, Grim Dawn seems great. Like I said, I still will try Last Epoch one day, but Grim Dawn, I would say, is higher on the list than that. There's a few others that are on the list that I'll try. Look at PoE's cover photo on Facebook. Oh, that's just the final boss for Act 4. That's just the final boss for Act 4. That's not confirming Marauder. That guy's in the art book. He's in the art book. But that is a cool... Like, he looks sick. But yes, that is supposedly the final boss of Act 4 based off the art book. How do you start being a game dev? There's these things called game jams. Anyone can sign up for them. I joined one with friends, and we just started doing them together, and we made awful games originally. Now, if you don't have people you can join game jams with, every game jam, at least the popular ones, have a really massive Discord where they have looking for group channels. And there will be plenty of teams out there that are like, we need somebody who's willing to do, like, Unity work or system designs or whatever. Like, there will be plenty of teams recruiting people. And if you don't have anyone to work with, you can jump into one of those. And that's one of the best ways to get started, like, period. I know it's like, it seems overwhelming. That's like the worst thing is just like, yeah, just jump into a game jam and start making a game with people you don't know. But there's no other way. Unless you're good at coding yourself, and you want to start coding your own games and like do all of the task by yourself, from like artwork to like finding the artworks and like building out everything in the engine and stuff. You can do that too. But game jams, I recommend. They're very great for lots of reasons. They restrict you in terms of creativity, which makes you learn better. They're very collaborative with the entire community, even people that aren't on your team making the game, because you post your games publicly. They'll give you feedback on it. You can ask for help, stuff like that. But game jams. I'll have a video talking about stuff like that soon. But even Chris Wilson talks about game jam. Game jams. They're great. Yeah, Tingletown's getting nerfed. I don't think it's getting deleted, but it'll get changed. I don't think Lightning Spear is getting nerfed. Lightning Spear sucks without, like, being built into, right? try out a game jam, Tom. You sign up for one, join the Discord, see if there's a team that like might be vibing with you, and just dive in with them. But I got lucky. I have I went into my first game jam with a group of like 8 friends. 6 of them quit, and the one that stuck around is like someone that I vibe with well. We work well together. Everything it's one of those situations where everything he can't do, I can do, and everything I can't do, he can do type deals. Like, I just happen to like fall into it with the right person. For me, that's hard to, that was some luck there, right? It's hard to do. You know, I'm not solo making my games, so I'm lucky in that aspect. Game jams are great, man. It was what jump-sparked our career. We did 3 game jams before we started our company. And then we started our company. Okay, it looks like we're about to get into the call with Miso and Dead Rabbit.
Yo, yo, yo.
What is up?
It is time for the GGG live stream. Well, not quite time yet. Almost time.
Almost there. I am
How are
so
you doing?
bored. I am so bored. My chat's been entertaining me.
I'm bored. This is the most exciting day of our lives, and
No,
you're
no.
bored.
We're not there yet. We're not the exciting part yet. We have to get to the exciting part.
No. You gotta. This is the party. This is the party.
Oh, right. This is the pre-party. The hype should have already started, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Chat, let me know if
Easy.
Miso sounds fine.
30 minutes. Yup. 30 minutes. So I think what I was saying earlier last night is that we should get a bingo going.
Yeah, so I don't like. Are you just gonna do that on your stream, and like we're gonna rotate through a card? Like you're gonna do this squares you, this squares me, like.
Sure, we could do that. Yeah. I was just saying that we should just we could just throw up our ideas, and we'll just enter it into the bingo card.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like you're entering it. Like we're not each making our own individual cards, is what I was asking. We're just making like a group card, right?
Yeah, we're making a group card, and then we're just gonna send that link to everybody.
Cool.
I don't know. Maybe what would be the easiest way is maybe I like stream my screen or something. Actually,
I was about to load up your stream on like just Chrome, and I was just gonna restream that.
Sure. You knocked? All right. Dead Rabbit, Mr. Dead Rabbit knocked.
Oh yeah, how do I do that?
He's gonna knock on you too.
Okay. I'm assuming I'll see it someplace obvious.
Yep. Rabbit just knocked. He knocked me up real good. And you should see it. It's gonna be in if you go on your Twitch, right? You see the top right. There's a little inbox notifications thing next to the.
Oh, there it is. Oh wait.
Yeah, there's a little exclamation mark.
Beautiful people.
Hello,
Did you already knock
hello.
me, Rabbit, or no?
I did.
Okay.
And then you're gonna have to go into your the little window that pops up afterwards, and then mute yourself in that because we're using Discord for audio.
Yeah.
We're just using this knock thing just to share our chats.
Oh my god, I'm so hyped.
Same. Time to find out
I'm
the
actually
remaining
just so
60%. Yup. It's gonna be good.
Thank you, chat.
What is that on your PC that is reflecting on your monitor? It's Jonathan.
Jonathan.
It's Jonathan.
The man with
He's
the
looking
leaky
at us.
butthole.
Oh, okay.
Did you sort it yourself again?
No, I swear to God. I can't believe you.
Give me a
shared that
second,
screen
chat.
cap
I have to
last
swap
night.
I mean,
browsers.
I had to. I had to.
I
You
need to
said in
log
your
into
stream, like
Twitch.
I never pooped my
I gotta
pants
do
or
the
whatever,
collab
and
right
I had to get you
Out
in line.
of context as hell. It's so out of context.
That's the man.
I swear.
Thank
it's
you so
not
much.
True.
Dude, I'm
Cal, you
so
got
fucking
this?
hyped.
You getting this knock?
I am so fucking
there you
hyped.
are. Let's we should share the chat shared yet? I think you turn that on.
Yeah, no. I was waiting for everyone. Okay,
Yep, we're all
start
here.
sharing chat.
Boom!
Okay,
Everybody's here.
Chat is shared now.
Chat.
Okay,
Oh,
we will
shit.
spam rabbit emotes though. Let's show some dominance by spamming some rabbit emotes. We have to share, we have to show some dominance in here
No,
now.
no. No. I don't have cool emotes like you do.
The emote that is spammed in my chat is Miso Wankch. And that is
Miso what?
that Wankch.
You need an emote, by the way, that's called horny, Miso.
Huh?
So you have an emote that you need an emote that is called horny. So you have
Why
an
would I do
emote that is
that?
because then you have an emote that is Miso horny.
Oh, Jesus, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. You're
we
so
don't
dumb.
go for such low
Genius.
quality jokes in my stream. That's like, you know, tier 1 bottom tier joke right there.
Bottom tier?
Yeah, that's
Boy,
a bottom
top
tier.
tier.
You see, there's a Miso Wankch right there. It's a 7 TB emote.
Okay, so
Slander
anyone
means
who's
war.
watching on YouTube, if you're watching on any of our YouTubes, all 3 of us are live on
Yes.
Twitch. We do not have YouTube drops. If you want the Twitch drop, come to Cal Torak's Twitch channel first, and then if you don't like me, you can go to theirs. But come to mine first. But yes, the Twitch drops, guys. I know YouTube, you guys might not know about it, but there's a special giveaway type thing.
Yeah, it's a special drop.
Dude,
So
I'm so
something we-
incredibly hyped.
Only thing we should do though is we should set up a bingo for the live stream as we were talking about last night.
Yeah.
Cal was just saying that maybe he'll just like have my stream on your monitor or like stream my stream
Yeah.
on you guys. So and then we'll just
Yeah.
go off one bingo card and then we'll just
You
all
can
share
also
it.
you can Discord stream, so it's not like
Yeah.
delayed.
I mean that's what I was saying earlier.
I was just being lazy
yeah.
because, like, I'm a noob streamer and I
It's
don't
a
have
delay, it might be
Discord
weird.
capture set up. I already had a Chrome's capture set up, so I was
Yeah.
just being lazy.
Yeah, no, I'll do both. I'll do both.
Check PoE Facebook. I don't have Facebook.
It's just,
Can you
it's
screenshot Snoozer?
it's just the
Who
boss
the
from
heck
Act
uses
4.
Facebook?
It's just the Act
okay,
4
okay.
boss Marauder, dude.
Or did they post it on their Twitter?
It was on the Facebook banner profile. It's just the Marauder, the green armored
Oh, yeah,
Marauder
yeah,
from
yeah,
Act
yeah,
4.
yeah. It's
That
on
guy.
the Twitter banner too.
Yeah, it's
on the
exactly
Twitter
that.
banner, too.
Exactly that.
I'm so
Alright.
I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped.
I'm about to
so
pop a
hyped.
blood vessel. I'm about to pop a blood vessel. I'm so fucking hyped.
Don't die before the stream, all right? That would
No,
be
no,
bad.
no. I my body knows when to die.
All
I
right,
shall
I'm gonna
die
take.
in combat.
I'm taking the first bingo. Thorns buffs.
Oh wait,
Thorns
Thorns
buffs.
Are they gonna reveal that on the live stream though?
I mean, it's just. This is only live stream. I thought this was including patch notes too. Okay.
No,
I doubt
this
Thorns
is for
buffs are in
live
patch
stream.
notes. I doubt
This is
Thorns
for
buffs
live
are in
stream.
patch notes. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
this is for live stream. It's like what they're gonna reveal on the live stream.
Okay.
Okay. End
Trade.
game league mechanic.
Yeah, so what will be the league mechanic? Do you think I see is Abyss?
Yes.
Okay, Abyss league mechanic. Who uses Facebook still calls X Twitter? Who calls X X?
Yeah,
Nobody.
X.
I
This
refuse to
X.
conform to that. I'm gonna call it Twitter out of spite.
Mhm. All
I
right,
like
so-
Twitter because
Trade
the owner
overhaul.
is a twat.
I'm going with trade overhaul.
Trade
Trade
overhaul.
Like
that's a
some form of
juicy one.
instant buyout thing that's gonna get us all
Okay.
freaking out.
What?
Yeah, I'm calling it.
I don't.
Oh, by the way, just so to you two guys, because you're on my stream now, we have been spoiler free in my stream all day,
Same.
so let's
That's
not
crazy.
go spoilers. Not go
I've been
spoilers. We
avoiding-
have been spoiler free
avoiding
all day
them
on
too.
stream, so
Yeah.
Okay.
avoiding them
No
too.
spoilers, I guess. All right, no spoilers. Trade
Yeah,
overhaul.
That
but,
makes it a
I
little
mean,
bit harder. So.
yes. Remind yourself.
I mean, new
Um,
class, right? That's pretty. That's
Cool.
pretty. It's a pretty much a freebie right there.
No.
New ascendancies?
Which class? You gotta pick a class.
Which class? Well, that would be kind of spoilery though.
We don't know.
No. Just add Druid and Shadow. That's like the biggest rumors, no?
No, I think Marauders.
Yo, Socrates. Dude, we have Socrates in here now.
New class is
we
fair. New
can
class
actually-
is fair.
Marauder.
But I think Marauder's more likely than Shadow.
Shadow.
Yeah? Okay.
Alright.
What else? Chad, come on, help us here. Health, armor buff. Yeah, armor, health buff. I like that.
Yeah.
Zoic, mana stacking buff. Like something
I
like
don't know
that.
if that's gonna be. I don't know if those are gonna be live in the live stream though.
Yeah, true.
Well, the live stream's a long Q&A, isn't it? Like, don't they do like a long?
No. There's part of it is that there is a Q&A as a part of it, but
Tower changes.
What changes? Tower changes? Oh yeah,
Changes.
tower changes. Yeah.
Chayula buff. That's not necessarily like balance
Yeah, that's
changes. Is
probably
probably
not
gonna
gonna-
be
yeah.
after.
Mm-hmm.
Swords
Balance
is
changes
not
probably gonna
happening.
be
Swords
patch
is not
notes.
happening, unfortunately.
Yeah, they already said swords is not happening for a long time.
New gems?
Uh,
new skills?
100 plus new uniques. Oh yeah, new uniques. Sorry, Carl.
We're good.
Revealed. Okay, new uniques revealed.
Yeah. I like new uniques. New skills. Specifically,
Sure.
new skills for older weapon types. So like maces, like the filling out of the unfinished skills.
Okay.
By the way,
What
my
about-
chat. I think,
Mhm.
like, taking away the 0.2 launch, I think we broke my viewer record just now, and we're at 300 viewers. I think on 0.2 launch, we peaked at like 500, but I'm taking that out of it. But that is just
Yeah.
insane.
I had a good stream
Yeah,
today too. Everyone's hyped.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
Huge. All right. And then I think that we're probably gonna get
Crafting.
like, oh yeah, new like crafting.
What do you mean by new crafting? Are you talking about like new currency or like a new
Crafting
system?
rework, anything related to crafting, new currency, crafting rework, crafting bench, something like that.
let's.
I think that's too broad.
More
though.
specific?
Yeah, more specific.
Yeah, more
is the best
specific.
one.
More specific.
New crafting currency.
New crafting.
Yo, Wes
currency.
Dezu. Why did I say your last name? Wes, yo.
New crafting currency, and then
Atlas
there's-
overhaul.
Hmm.
Atlas overhaul. Like it.
Atlas changes. Yeah. How
Yeah.
do you get the drop later? You just gotta watch. You just gotta watch for 45 minutes.
Just to clarify though, Atlas changes is not like sharing overlap with tower changes, correct?
no.
No, I think Atlas tree. Atlas tree, I think.
Oh, the
Okay,
passive tree.
Atlas tree. Okay. Tree.
Passive tree as
changes.
well.
Oh,
Passive tree.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much a freebie.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's still in there. Like, why? New unique maps. Lustriga, thank you for the resub.
New
We're so
unique
back.
maps.
So back.
Dude, merch
We're
chat's
so
cool.
back.
So back. I'm so fucking excited.
Uh,
All with the sub. Thank you so much.
let me open
what
up
is that?
my drive. This is my screen. This is my my default, my base Chrome home screen. Or I guess not Chrome, it's Vivaldi. Okay, I think
Rod Ferguson, new CEO of PoE2.
he's already announced where he's going.
Yeah? Oh, no, we disregard that. Guys, we're getting
What?
passes.
What about experience rework? Like top end
Oh,
experience.
like 97 plus, you mean? Like
Yeah.
yeah, or 93 plus really.
Rework.
Yeah, I like that one. XP curve change for the end game. That'd be
Yeah.
nice. Bingo cards are hard when you're
Ailment?
having to be like leak free, but also like limited to what can happen during the announcement. Huh.
Third Ascension trial.
Yeah. New Ascendancies for sure, right? That's not on this list.
Oh, yeah,
Martial
we
artists.
should call out which ones.
Martial artists for sure. I'm vibing
Yeah,
with the
martial
martial
artists.
artists.
What else? What else do we have? What else do you think we're gonna get? Do we think we're gonna get the data mined beast hunter?
I'm torn on that one. I feel like a sorceress ascendance. I just don't know what it would be. Like, what would the next sorcerer ascendancy be? I know everyone's really itching for a new sorcerer ascendancy.
Pyromancer.
I just feel like Pyromancer and Infernalist are like, in terms of like theme, they're both like the same.
Ziggy D to ask pointless corporately controlled questions. Oh, that's a juicy one.
I like Pyromancer.
that's a shot right there. That's a shot at CGD.
Ziggy Day.
What about let's see. I mean,
Ziggy fucking Day.
oh yeah, chaos reworks maybe. I don't know. Do you think that's a patch?
What do you
notes
mean,
thing,
like
or
chaos
like
damage from like enemies or from the player?
Yeah, just like overall chaos damage, like changes and buffs and improvements.
I think
that
predict
might,
it.
that might be a patch note.
Yeah.
I think that
That's
may be
patch
a
notes.
patch notes. Yeah, that may be a patch notes thing. Oh yeah, and maybe like new runes or like soul cores and stuff. New socketables.
New socketables. Yeah, even though
Mhm.
we got some already.
I mean, they might add more. You know, they might add more.
Oh yeah, freebie MTX supporter packs. Or is that announced already? Something? No, right?
I mean, I think we're gonna get new supporter packs for sure. But yeah, new supporter packs.
I mean, yeah, we already have a patch that went live earlier that said they gave it was like 021D that was supporter packs support for this patch. That one's already been hard confirmed.
Ooh, what about all MTX from PoE 1?
No way.
Ooh, all? Oh, juicy.
That'd be sick.
New weapon. That's a good call. New weapons.
What weapon?
Yeah.
I mean,
new weapons.
Yeah, I
like
mean, if it's
axes.
Marauder, if it's Shadow, it's gonna be
Yeah, that's
one
true.
of them, right?
But
Oh,
it
yeah.
could still be axes without like any.
No, that's not gonna happen.
New axe is a freebie, I think. I think Act 4 is actually no
It's pretty
cruel. That
confirmed.
could be no cruel is also pretty confirmed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan basically said in like one of the last interviews that they wanna get rid of cruel as soon as possible. So
Oh yeah, 2,700
maybe-
follower goal. These guys don't even know that life. What
Maybe
about
map
it?
new
layout
NPC
changes.
new NPC waifus? How is that in my chat and not in Miso's chat? What?
I don't care. I don't care about those at all. What are you talking about, man? New map layout changes.
Rarity rework.
Oh, rarity.
Rarity rework. Do you think that's a patch notes thing or a?
Dude, if they announce a
Ah.
change to rarity, you know how hype that would be? I feel like that'd be like at least announced.
New pinnacle boss.
Stream opens with Queen of Filth boss.
I like this list.
Do we like this list, or do we think there's anything that can go or get replaced
I like
or
this.
whatever?
A cookbook. How did we forget about this? How do we not
Path
have
of
a
Exile
PvE2 cookbook?
Okay, the third edict.
I just feel
Live
like
stream bingo.
I feel like there's too much
Already
overlap
moved.
between like Druid, Marauder, Shadow, and then
mean,
the
we
new
could just-
weapons. Because like
we could
any
just-
one of those lands, you get instantly 2.
Well, we took out the new weapon. I took out
Oh,
the
we
new
did.
weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, I took out the new weapon because it was like you said, it's instantly 2.
Yeah. Okay. That's good then.
My live list of people live, like people I follow, is like
Yeah, it's
5. It's just so crazy. Every single person in the world is streaming PvE2 right now on my list.
Mine is
16
I-
minutes.
mine is a little more diverse.
We have overall we have 400. That is what is happening. Let's go, guys.
How do you see that?
Go!
Oh, I see that.
Let's
Hey,
go!
I do see that. Damn. This is before the pod too, you guys.
This
We
pod
are
thing.
doing a podcast as soon as we have the patch notes, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we will be doing a long.
podcast.
Are we doing the podcast as soon as we have the patch notes, or are we revealing the patch notes first and then we're doing the pod?
I feel like both could be fun.
I think we just have the section in the podcast as well where we just go over patch notes, right?
No.
Just
No.
like
You're wrong. The whole podcast will be patch notes. There's no way the whole podcast is
Yes,
the patch notes.
yes.
It is a patch
Yeah,
notes
exactly.
podcast.
Like Yeah.
What he's asking though is, do we want to take 10 to 15 minutes to like consume the information so we're not like reading it and then going, oh my god, every 3 seconds.
Podcast is on Apple now. Podcast is on Apple now.
Podcast is on
Can I
Apple.
ask everyone in my stream a favor right now? If you go on to your Spotify, every one of you has Spotify, right? Path to Exile, and if you put in Path to Exile podcast, can we?
Oh yeah,
get
we
some,
are, Danny.
Can we get some 5-star reviews? That would be awesome.
Path to Exile.
A friend of mine who's doing a podcast on Spotify said how important 5-star reviews are for like the algorithm on Spotify.
Right
that would
here,
be
baby.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, we
If
have
we get
right
some
here.
5-star reviews on this, that would be
5-star
super,
reviews.
super awesome.
Apple, we have Spotify, and then there's an RSS feed out there for you super boomers.
Super boomers.
Yeah, we have everything. We have everything. You can listen to these goobers talk on all platforms now.
Gooners?
So yeah,
Boomers.
goobers.
People who
Goobers.
use RSS feeds are boomers. That's what I was implying.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Follow it?
5-star
I should
reviews
follow
on,
it, right?
on Spotify. That
Yeah.
would be awesome. That would be awesome if we can get some 5-star reviews.
Yeah,
Get in
whatever.
there, throw
whatever
in
it
your
is on Apple,
5-star
so-
reviews.
Whatever it is on
A friend
Apple.
of
Even if
mine has. A friend of mine has like a super, super popular podcast, a German podcast on Spotify, and he said once they had like 100+ reviews, like the algorithm was just linked to Spotify. Oh yeah, why am I not linking just this? Copy link to podcast. Sorry for cutting you off. Okay, I'm linking it in chat. There you go.
Why did
Some
Nightbot
nice-
time you out?
Some nice reviews to help us out.
Nightbot timed you out.
God damn it.
Who's
Do you
Nightbot?
know who
Who's
he
Nightbot
is?
that?
Do you know who he is? That's Dead Rabbit, Nightbot.
That's definitely not my Nightbot. My
It's
Nightbot
definitely
lets-
no, it's
message
mine.
deleted?
It's definitely
it's
this noob's
Cal's.
Nightbot. I don't set up
Cal's
anything.
out here. His Nightbot is extremely
bots.
unfriendly.
Yeah.
Turn off your bots.
How do I turn it off? Do you know how? I don't know how.
Which bot do you have?
I think that's Nightbot.
Probably. All right.
Let me scroll up.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then Cal, you're gonna have to share this bingo link. All right.
You
I'm gonna
should
generate
you should
the
be
link.
able to find it though on like if you go path to Exile podcast. I'm pretty sure.
I
you should be
spammed the
able to
link.
find it.
I respammed the link, so they got the
Okay,
podcast
okay.
link
Alright,
now.
I'm gonna put our bingo link in the Discord. Can you spam that
Yeah.
into the thing? I'm gonna put that
Sorry,
in my
guys.
YouTube chat.
I
as
did not
well,
realize
anyways.
Nightbot would be to be terrorizing the group chat.
Yeah, the podcast on YouTube is on Miso's channel, Miso X Shiro
No,
on YouTube.
it's on
5-star
my
review
channel,
given.
boys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Thank
Vix.
you,
Mwah.
thank you, thank you.
Dude, it's still going up. 333 now.
Holy crap, you guys!
For
What
what?
are we supposed to do for 10 minutes?
I don't know. Kiss a homie? Yeah. Okay,
But
can
yeah,
I repost it?
for anybody who is on YouTube right
Stop
now,
setting,
again,
that's also fine. Like start, like just rate it.
just a reminder: anybody who is on YouTube, if you want the drops, you will have to go on Twitch.
Orson,
It
thank you so
is-
much for the prime.
Unfortunate that that is the case, but you know, it is how it is. That is how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
Just for my stream again, I will turn off alerts. I will
Yeah,
turn
I'm
off
gonna turn off
alerts for the duration of the reveal. Just so you know, if you like sub or whatever, like redeem anything, it will not show during the duration of the reveal.
Yeah.
But still on for now. Will be turned off in 9 minutes though. Oh my god, 9 minutes.
And when we do start
Damn,
the
shout out
So
to
podcast,
watching on
gift
Twitch,
sub.
yes. Oh, don't forget to run ads. Yes. Run ads.
My ads,
Run
I have like
ads.
one
I can
ad.
run
every-
ads.
Like, I have like 30 seconds of ads, but let me just. I turned down the
Okay.
ads like the as
Get
low
drops
as
here,
it could
yes.
be.
sorry Twitch, I'm gonna run ads because they told me to.
I mean, it's better now than I can't right now, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I can't just turn
even-
off
I-
ads
I-
I-
altogether.
No, you can't. As long as you're like an affiliate, at least.
Yeah, I'm
you
affiliate.
cannot turn off ads.
Uh,
Ads will automatically run.
Gotcha. Oh, that's why you always tell him to spam ads before the podcast. I'm like, why are you doing that? I was so confused. That makes sense. Yeah, that sucks.
Just
But
as
be
long as
sure-
Miso keeps his pants clean, we'll be good. Yes.
Huh? I did not soil my pants. Why is there this? Why did this
Let's go,
happen?
chat.
Why did you just spread this rumor that I soiled my pants?
That's coming
There
from
is
my chat,
absolutely
True.
no way.
That's coming from my chat. I've never spread this rumor, so this is spread
Oh
to
my
other
God.
communities.
I would never. I would have never spread that rumor.
Exactly. Miso doesn't wear pants. That is the true. That is a true statement.
I would have never done anything like that.
Thank you for all the follows, guys.
Gaux, control your Nightbot. It's deleting everything.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Let me figure out how to turn it off. I'm so sorry. There's
I
gotta
would
you
be
not
never spread
edit
any
that
rumors like that.
message? I did edit it, but I did an addendum afterwards. I didn't edit it. I just did like, oh, you know how like the little like type in the thing with asterisks afterwards. But then Rabbit decided he didn't want to screenshot that part.
Oh yeah, it specifically has a shared chat thing just enabled by default that like will plague shared chat. I turned it off. I hope.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking excited. Let's go. What's up, Pink? What's up, Pink?
Hey,
7 minutes, boys. 7
Danny,
minutes.
thanks for the
Happy
prime,
Master
man.
as well. Dude, so many people are coming back today. It's so amazing to see some of your names again. It's so awesome. I don't fault any one of you for not having been in the stream for a long time since PoE2 was kind of
I
dead,
fault all
I
of
would
you.
say.
Why weren't you watching this man? He works so hard. I'm just kidding.
Wait, why are you kidding about that? I am.
He doesn't
I
work
get up
hard.
at, like,
This guy's a
6
bum.
I get up at like 6 a.m. in the morning. I do like 3 hours of prep work. Then I start my stream, and after the stream, I still do more. Oh, this is so hard. Ah. We watch him all the time. He just doesn't know it. Yo, virtualized. What's up? What's up?
6
I'm gonna
minutes.
go put a pin comment on my YouTube to let people know to come to Twitch if they need the drops.
I'll do
Yo,
that too.
Mesosaurus as well.
Watch on
The music
Twitch.
just fits so perfect, dude. The music is getting me. Is hard the right word? No. Hyped? Another word with H.
I mean, both. It could be both, honestly.
Dude, the thing I love the most, like I wouldn't be a content creator for any other game in the world because this is my Christmas. Like you said as well, Counteract. Every 3 to 4 months, this feels like Christmas, birthday, everything to me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is fucking
pin.
We get
insanity.
Christmas multiple times a year. I've never claimed drops before. What should we do before we watch this? Here, let me link it in my chat.
Yeah, please explain. Because I just turned on drops today,
Does that
so
work?
I don't even know how to tell my viewers what to do for
Oh,
it.
there we go. Just type exclamation drops. Rabbit's bot will take care of you.
Yeah, no more.
Yes.
No more Nightbot nukes.
Should be here. More Arnold voice, always appreciated. Yeah, come on. Your wife's. I love that sentence. What sucks is that it's my wife's birthday on the September 4th. Don't let her hear that you said that.
Whoa.
Never let her hear that. Dude, we are at
A
470
lot of us
people
multi-stream
overall.
on YouTube. I don't know if we can get away with playing songs like that without getting the stream copyright struck. The
What
final
song?
countdown. The final countdown.
No. I mean, I have my
multi-streaming to YouTube, but I don't
I've-
put music to.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
have
put
my
music
audio
to
channels
YouTube.
split.
Oh, I don't have that set up. So
How long is the final countdown though? 5 minutes. Okay, it's not long enough.
It's not. Yeah,
That's what she
have-
said.
Whoa. No, none of these lowbrow jokes, especially not about soiling yourself. Okay, I'm gonna
Might
ping
not
the
be too
pin the bingo onto my Twitch, just so anybody who wants to participate in the bingo will have the bingo card.
damn. 500 shared viewers almost. Hell yeah.
We're big boys.
We're going straight into the podcast after this, guys. It's going to be
Yeah.
not straight, but pretty quickly. Oh, this is going to be such a fun podcast episode. I just want the patch notes. I really hope we're not sitting around for over an hour waiting for them. God, I want the patch notes. The first thing I'm doing is Control F
Okay.
Thorns.
Last button.
I see where your priorities lie.
Oh, wait. Why we have 3 minutes, Miso? What's the deal, dude? Why are you trying to get Wind Dancer nerfed? Huh?
What? I'm not trying to get Wind Dancer nerfed. All I said was that Wind Dancer is probably too strong.
It
probably does too much
definitely is.
damage.
Yeah, it
There's
definitely
no reason
does.
why it is a main. It can be a main attacking skill. It's supposed to be the
pretty good.
defensive option to push mobs away from you. And for some reason, you can just use it as a main attacking skill.
This
It's
guy's a
little
hater.
ridiculous.
This guy's a hater. He doesn't like the easy gameplay of the reflect builds.
Hey, I'm all for 0 button builds. I'm all for 0 button builds. Bring in Righteous Fire in here, I will be down.
The podcast will not be restreamed on my YouTube. As soon as we're going into the podcast, I'm turning off my streams. I'm assuming Dead Rabbit is too. I'll host them on Twitch, but the podcast will be like purely on Miso's Twitch and YouTube channel.
Yep. Oh god. Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers from Grinding Gear Games.
Oh, stop it!
Are you ready?
I'm too
Hi.
ready, dude. I'm
I'm
too
Jonathan
ready.
Rogers from Grinding Gear Games. He's right here. He's already looking at us.
Agreed, Richie. The energy around, like, it's...
Yo, Zaluku.
I don't know if it's a Christmas. It's like a Super Bowl. I don't know. It's just insanely hype.
It's just so good. It's so good every time. Like,
But we get one every 4 months. It's not fair to the world.
It's too good. I'm so excited.
This is the longest minute of our day.
this is yeah.
Oh, it's coming! It's coming! Po 3 incoming.
I'm playing Pole 3 Inc. Let's go. What's up, T-Bag? That's the guy I worked with, by the way. That's a...
It's a coworker.
Am I allowed to say your name? Sebastian?
I can't help but do the shake dance. I'm so excited. I gotta do the shake dance.
What's the shake dance?
Just me shaking back and forth.
Do we switch to Miso, or is it
turning
gonna happen automatically? It's gonna happen automatically. You're
Turning off
Rav's gonna
alerts.
raid.
I'm turning off alerts right now. I'm turning off
mine were
alerts.
turning
If
off
you
too.
stop, thank you so much. I'm turning off alerts right now. Okay, Tulata got
Right
one more gorilla
now.
time in there. Oh my god. Okay, turn off final countdown. Oh my god. Okay, I'm refreshing the stream one more.
Yeah, keep
As
in mind,
we
some of
stream
us might be a
Pokemon,
little
yup.
bit delayed from each other.
Orson! Thank you so much for the gifted subs. Orson was like, yeah, I don't need alerts. Give me 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, Orson. Let's go. 5 gifted. Okay.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers
so
from
gorgeous.
Grinding Gear Games, and welcome to GGG Live.
Look at that voice.
Today we're going to show you an exclusive reveal of what's coming next for Path of Exile 2. Twitch drops are enabled on today's live stream, so you'll be able to claim your Sun Priest's Incineration
Yep.
rare
If
finisher
you're on
effect
YouTube, you
by
gotta come
following
over on
the
Twitch to get
instructions
that.
below. Now with that out of the way, let's get started. It's time to give you a teaser of what's coming in Path of Exile 2, the third Edict.
Dude, my dick is... What?
Extremely hard. It
Harry!
might not be big, but it's hard.
I have called you here to save our people. To save our way. Over the ages, we have known pain like no other. But we endured. And we became mighty. Now, outsiders dishonor our shores. And we have stood by, doing
King's March?
nothing. Hear my voice, ancestors! Show us your strength! Show us the true way!
I got that skin.
I understand.
This guy's sick.
Yo, warrior buffs?
Be still! I open your core!
Oh, wait, wait. That was not monk, was that? That was martial artist, I think.
I was martial artist, yes. I think
Yes,
so.
he was using his fists.
Yo, look at these
Yes, he
bosses.
was.
The true Makura Makoi will rise.
Yes!
Four, baby!
3 into attacks. 35 new areas! 24!
Ooh, that was from the trip from the druid. Massive
Oh my
skill.
Whoa!
Sick.
What's that?
25 new maps.
150 new notables!
Whoa! 150
New
new
trade
trade system. Let's
Okay,
go!
that's a bingo point right there. That's a bingo point.
New trade system!
Act 4.
Abyssal!
Oh, is that Abyss? Oh,
Abyssal.
shit.
Abyss.
Okay. So we got Abyss and new trade.
The new trade system, boys. The new trade system.
New trade system!
That,
I
did
think
not
I
expect it to
saw
come
the
that soon.
thing Miso described. I think I saw this thing Miso described, like
What thing?
the Maple Story type thing that we were talking about. Log in.
Log
Now, as you can
in,
see,
boys.
there's a lot going on, and we have a lot to reveal
Whoa.
today. We'll start by going over Act 4, the next chapter
All
in the Path of
classes
Exile 2
buffed.
storyline.
All classes
But that's not all.
buffed.
There's also 3 new interlude
Crafting
acts to get you to
changes.
endgame, which means
No
we
new
have
classes.
I did
difficulty too.
everything.
After that, we'll be going through the massive changes to characters. I'm super excited to show you how I've overhauled the entire support gem system, added new skills, and yes, there are buffs.
Yes!
Next, we'll go over the Rise of the Abyssal, this season's exclusive league mechanic, and talk about the new rewards,
Log in,
crafting
boys!
systems,
New crafting
areas, and
system.
bosses that it adds. After that, it's on to changes we're making to the endgame.
Confirm no new classes.
Then it's time to
changes.
talk about items.
New
Essence
elements,
changes.
high-tier
Trade.
currency
New
items,
elements.
That's gonna be a big
essence
one.
changes.
We'll
Oh
then
my
go over
God.
new
Asynchronous
supporter
trade.
packs.
Asynchronous
Finish up with a
trade.
live Q&A session where Ziggy D will ask Path
I'm-
of Exile 2's game directors, myself,
Buy
and Mark your
items when
questions from
sellers
Twitch
are
chat.
offline. Let's
And after
go.
that, at 4 p.m. Pacific,
I am
patch
dreaming.
notes. They're not quite complete.
Nothing
but
cooler
they should
can,
give you
like,
some nice details to chew on.
Async trade.
We've got a lot to cover today, but first, another announcement. When the third edict
Ooh,
launches on the
free
29th,
weekend,
we'll be having a
baby.
free weekend for Path of
This
Exile
one,
2.
this will fucking
That's
destroy
right. Path of
servers.
Exile 2 will be free for the first time without requiring an early
I
access
feel like
key.
they should do this every time.
The free
honestly.
weekend will end
Every
on
new
September
league
the
should have a
1st,
free weekend.
so you'll have plenty of time to give the game a try. All right, let's get started with Act 4.
Oh god.
The story continues
Hold
from
me.
the end of Act
Hold
3.
me, Chad.
Doryani has agreed to help you find an ancient weapon that can be used against corruption, the instrument of the Third Edict.
Dude.
The weapon was broken in ages past, but he believes that the pieces may be found in the Karui Archipelago, the home of the Karui tribes. You will need to journey to Kingsmarch, hire a ship, and set sail. When you open the map, you can choose to sail anywhere you like. Act 4 is completely non-linear, and you can visit the islands in any order you choose.
Let's go.
Interesting.
Will you visit the pristine beaches of Whakapanu
Fuckapan?
Island?
What?
What? What?
The
What is that?
Karui whisper
Fuck a
of
who?
a curse that afflicts all who travel there. Perhaps it's
What?
related to the weapon you seek.
What did he say?
Will we fucking?
Or maybe you will visit the volcanic shores of the Isle of Kin. The Kin have been more restless
Dude, what is
recently,
this skill?
mining for sulfite and
Why is
driven
my
by some
thing
dark
lagging?
force.
What is that warrior skill?
I don't know. It's sick,
Perhaps you
though.
will
It looks
choose to
sick.
consult with one of the local Karui tribes. Their ancient wisdom could hold clues to finding the Third Edict. No matter where you choose to
Oh,
go,
they
you will
brought back
fight
that,
dangerous
that
beasts,
monster.
find fabulous treasures,
Wow. No loot filter.
and battle incredible bosses.
A challenger!
Monkey. Monkey boss.
Yo.
Yama the White.
That boss arena.
There are 8 islands to discover, each teeming with its own flora and fauna.
The monkey look cool.
Act 4 contains over 100 new monster types, 16 new areas, 12 new
100
bosses,
new
and
specters.
plenty of other interesting encounters.
Oh,
Oops.
There's a
titties.
huge amount to show,
Those
but
are
we're not going to
boobs.
spoil too much here. We want to give you a chance to discover it all for yourself. What happens after Act 4? Well, until now, you had to repeat the
my
entire
new
campaign
favorite
again
character.
before you could face the endgame.
Best
But
change.
after adding Act 4, the game is far too long to make you do that. We needed something else to do in between the end of Act 4 and the endgame. So what else could we do? Add 3 new mini-acts, of course, and we're calling them the Interludes. The Interludes are a set of 3 temporary side stories that will be included in the game until Act 5 is released.
This area looks
That will take you to level 65 where the endgame can begin.
Nice.
So no
The
more
first
cruel.
interlude sends you on a journey
No
back to
more
Ogham.
cruel.
Renly has been leading the efforts to rebuild Ogham Village after the defeat of Count Geonor, but there's a new danger afoot. The nearby town of Holton is surrounded by an impenetrable darkness,
Infested
and
terrors?
each night their corrupted townfolk emerge to raid the local farmlands. You'll discover new areas,
That's a new,
And new
skill,
bosses.
like the throw.
That is an
Dude, what is
insane
that
skill.
spiral
you'll need to
skill?
find your way through the darkness
I think
looks
that's
so
volcanic
Is that the new?
fissure.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that a
Uncover the
new like
source of
rework
corruption.
of volcanic fissure?
Soon you will serve
thunder?
our
That looks
master.
sick.
and defeat it.
Yes, I shall dance with their corpse.
Yo.
And that's just the first interlude. The second interlude will have you return to the Vasteri Desert, where Asala has been given a sacred duty.
Oh, Asala.
When the
welcome
skies
back.
align, the gifting of
Comfy.
water requires a chosen
Comfy.
Sekima to
Asala's
meet
bae.
with the Selkari, guardians of the sacred water. But they're nowhere to be found. You will need to track down the Selkari. Find those responsible for disrupting the gifting.
Those are 2 different skills.
Fight even more new bosses.
I think
No,
that's
it's not.
the
It's
new
R. His
war
R.
cry.
It was a
Discover
different
the
skill. That
secrets
was
of the
new.
ancient ritual.
That's a new
I think
skill.
it's a war cry. Yeah, I think
Look at
it's
his
a
W
war
right
cry.
now.
That's
It's a new
that's
skill.
Fissure. That's volcanic fissure.
Oh, that's fissure. Okay, that
And
icon I
ultimately
didn't
help
recognize.
Asala carry out her sacred duty.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now
We did
for
not see
interlude
anything
3.
about a new class earlier.
There's no new class.
As Royal Thaumaturge of the Vaal, Doyani had plans within plans to save his people from the cataclysm perpetuated by Atzeri's lust
I think
for
we've
power.
already heard about a new class by now.
One such
I
plan
think they would
involved
have said
sealing a
that.
group
Yeah, there's
of
nothing
willing
new.
Vaal deep in a
Probably.
great mountain vault
No new
in the
class.
home of the
No new
Asmeri,
class. Rest
deep
in
enough to
pepperoni.
survive
Still,
the
there's still a
cataclysm.
lot of hype
Yeah.
shit.
Even
This is a
though
completely
thousands of years
reworked
have
game.
passed, he believes that their descendants may still live, and may be key to defeating the beast.
That's cool.
The journey up the mountain will be dangerous. New foes stand in your way,
Oh
and
god.
the further up the mountain you venture, the colder
I
it
thought that
will
was a
become.
bird.
That's a new crossbow skill.
Yeah, look at his
Explore
skill
caves of
bars.
Interesting.
Little
Yeah.
cross.
Enter
No,
the
that,
vault
that's Witch
itself.
Hunter, I think, isn't it?
Who can say what you will
Yeah?
find within?
Okay.
I thought that was Witch Hunter.
The interludes are 6 to 7 areas each, and generally include 4 boss fights as well.
Oh
When
my.
you put that together with Act 4, that adds up to 35 new areas in the campaign and 24 new bosses.
Jesus.
It's worth making clear that the interludes are temporary. When Act 5 and 6 are added, the interludes will be going away.
Okay. So
These
not
are side
permanent.
stories after all. But don't worry, the bosses and areas that make up the interlude are all part of the endgame. We're not just going to throw
Oh
them
god.
away.
They have both these
And with
bosses
that,
in the
we
same
don't need
map.
cruel
That sounds
difficulty anymore.
terrible.
We do know that it was a pretty big chore to have to play through the campaign multiple times on each
Oh,
character.
no.
And this was a huge reason that the campaign could feel like a bit of a slog when playing through again. But we do also have another new feature to
Oh,
address
what?
that particular concern as well.
Okay.
So let's
okay.
talk about
Yeah.
I
sprinting.
thought campaign skip.
In 030, when you hold down the dodge roll button, your character will
I
go
don't
into
know,
a
man. I
sprint
just
after
think
they
this is
finish the
very
roll.
strange.
I don't know about
This
this.
is available on all
I
character
immediately
classes,
hate that
and
I
there's
have
no
to hold the
limitation on
dodge
how
roll
long you can sprint
after.
for.
Yeah.
The primary purpose of this
I was
feature
saying
is
that
to
this
make
is like
navigating areas faster when out of
Very
combat.
Band-Aid
Because of
fixie.
that, if you do take a hit while
Oh,
sprinting,
Oh
That
no!
is
I'm
the
out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm
the best
out.
idea is to use a skill
So
when
it
you see
is.
monsters.
You just get hit
That'll
once,
break you out of the
and you're
sprint
just
so you can
you're just
engage
gonna
with no danger.
get knocked over.
If you do need to run away from monsters,
GGG.
just
Come
hold
on,
spacebar.
man.
You won't be vulnerable during the roll, and you're faster while sprinting than basically any monster in the game.
I
allowing
don't
you to
know about
retreat from
this.
combat.
I mean, you do
Sprint
move
is
pretty
a pretty
fast.
significant
though.
change to PoE 2's gameplay.
Yeah.
I don't
What
like the
most about
stun.
it is that we can accelerate
Why
the
do I
pace of
always
the
gotta
game
get
for those
punished?
who want that without having to compromise on PoE 2's more visceral
Okay.
combat systems. Okay,
I mean, we'll
so
see
that's
how
the
it
new
is in
extensions to the
practice,
campaign.
but It
Yeah.
But there's a
definitely
whole
looks
giant
little
league to play through as well. I'll leave that to Mark to talk about later. And that's because what I want to talk about now is the new stuff for your characters. And probably one of the biggest new systems here is with
Yeah.
the support
Yeah.
gems.
This is big.
Now, support gems are one of the most interesting elements to creating a build. They're what enables so many interesting mechanics and different ways to play. But PoE 2's support gem system has just never been quite right. One of the major issues is the limitation of only having one support gem of each type on your character. We didn't want builds to just become using the same 5 most powerful supports in every skill. The problem with this design, though, is that it's actually working against using multiple skills in your build. If you can only use each support gem on one skill,
That's an
it means
interesting
that
way
you're
to look at
encouraged
it.
to go all in on that one ability.
It's kind of
And we
true.
want to encourage you to combo your abilities, something needed to change. So with
I
that in
guess,
mind, we've
yeah.
removed the restriction of having one of
Yeah,
each support
I
gem
mean,
per character.
we talked about this on
You
the
can now
podcast.
use
I
as many
wasn't a
copies
fan
as you like.
of this.
Yeah.
This should
But the thing
drastically
is, like, if
increase
you
the amount
want
of possible
combos,
builds
like their
and
goal to make
increase the amount of
combo
skill
skills
diversity.
actually usable and do damage, this might be like a solution.
There are a lot
right?
of potential builds that suffered from the previous restriction. For
Yeah, sure.
example, a poison build previously couldn't add poison to more than one skill.
That's fair.
They couldn't use stacking poison on more than one
That's
skill
true,
either.
yeah.
That's fair.
This severely limited
That's
your ability
true.
to
Well, that's
combo
my
with
build.
anything outside of the specifically designed poison archetype. But now you
Oh,
can.
there's still my build from last league.
Many utility
The
skills
rats.
previously couldn't scale to endgame because
Look
the
at the
supports
little
that would
one, by
make
the
them
way,
scale
next to the
were more
to the
useful to use in
support.
other skills. You would never speed up killing Palm with martial tempo when you would much rather use it on your primary skill instead. There are more examples like this
If
all
there's
over the
martial
place.
artist, man, I'm so hyped. Log in.
In addition to
this
that,
one.
though,
This one here.
we thought there wasn't enough feeling of progression in the supports as you went through the game. There were only 3 tiers of supports, and many of the most important ones were given out at Tier 1.
It looks like they don't
Also,
have
there were no strict upgrades,
tiers
meaning
for
that
every one
upgrading
of
supports
them.
when you
Yeah.
ran out of sockets required quite a lot of thinking. In order to solve these issues, we now also have multiple
so
levels
nice.
of many supports as you go through the game. For example, double barrel support gives you an extra bolt, but at the cost of 30% less reload speed. At Tier 2, the penalty gets lowered to 20%. But then at Tier 3, the support gem gets something new. It now reloads
Whoa.
automatically when you heavy stun an enemy.
Cool.
In some cases, the highest tiers might work a
That's
little
so
differently,
nice.
and you'll have to decide if you like the upgrade or not, depending on your build.
Interesting.
For
So you have to
example,
choose
rapid
between-
casting. The first couple of levels gives 15, then 20% increased cast speed. But then at Tier 3, it changes to a new approach. For each different spell
Oh.
you cast in the last 8 seconds, you get 10% increased cast speed, which could be a pretty big bonus if you use a lot of different spells. So that's pretty good for upgrades through the campaign, but we wanted to add a little more spice to the endgame for supports too.
So you're not
And that's
always
where
going
our
to
new
use the
system,
highest tier.
lineage supports, comes in.
But it seems like
You
the
can
tier
think of
2
these
is
like
going to be
unique
always better than
items
tier
for
1.
supports.
This one.
There are supports that are only available at endgame, but they're much more powerful. Like Ratha's Assault. It's an upgraded version of Double Barrel that reloads your skill as you dodge roll, as well as increasing the number of bolts it can hold. But it does mean that it's the only way you can reload the skill now. Now, unlike
cool.
regular supports, you can't find these through the uncut support gem. Just like unique items,
I think this is
many
gonna
of
be
these
fun,
can be
like
found from
farming
specific
gems and
bosses.
stuff.
Specific bosses.
This is what the
Specific
game
bosses,
needs.
he said.
Yeah, that's what the game needs.
And there's a ton in the regular drop pool too.
So these are target farms.
Some
Yeah.
of them are fairly
Well,
rare.
part
Dude,
of
this
them,
one
some
is
of them are gonna be
insane.
target farms.
Yeah, this one's
Some
the
of them
most
are target
Plus-
farms.
fairly
To
common.
all skills.
10%.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, but
Some of them
the
are build
craziest one is freaking. Oh my
Others are just straight up power upgrades.
This one seems insane.
All in all, there's
Inverting
around 40
elemental
lineage supports being
resistances?
added throughout the endgame.
I don't know
So
what
there's
that
a lot
means.
of power to find out there.
So if it's
Now,
if
the new support gems are certainly going to open up a lot of
res, they'll be
builds,
negative
but of course we have a
75.
huge range of
shit.
improvements to individual
What?
character
Yes.
classes as well.
What?
As well as adding new
Yeah.
What?
skills, we had a big
Insane.
focus on buffing existing skills so that they can scale well into the endgame. There's a huge amount to
Damn.
cover here, so we're not going to discuss everything. We're just going to quick fire through some of the coolest
Okay.
changes. We wanted to make cold a more useful element on the Ranger, so we've expanded the cold tools available.
That's good.
As well as increasing its range, Escape Shot now creates fragments of ice whenever it hits the ground.
Cool.
These fragments
Oh.
explode after a short
Wow.
time, making the skill better for killing groups of enemies.
I love
But not
Frost.
only that, we added an ice fragment support that creates more of them when killing frozen enemies.
Huh. Oh, I see. That's kind of.
And a new buff skill called Ice Tipped Arrows that allows all your arrows to create ice fragments.
Wow.
This already gives clear to rangers wanting to use ice. But to take further advantage of the ice fragments,
nice.
Freezing Salvo has been upgraded to shoot additional
Freezing
cold
Salvo
arrows towards
buffed?
every fragment.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Giving you a
Freezing
new
Salvo's already
skill.
good.
so good.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the
Let's go.
magnetic salvo or whatever it's called. with
We've
the
also
lightning one.
modified Snipe to consume frozen from enemies, dealing a huge amount more damage, giving you a nice
Oh.
ice single target option.
Wow.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And something you might
Consuming
notice about
freeze
this
is
is that the
awesome.
bonus is a lot higher against bosses.
Ice Ranger.
This is actually a change you'll see throughout the entire game.
Yo,
Since it's a
freezing
lot
salvo
harder to
getting
freeze a
buff
buff,
is
you
nuts.
should get a bigger reward for it.
Why would they buff it? It was already kind of good.
Another theme you'll see throughout the game
good.
is making movement feel
Toxic.
I
better.
mean, this is great. Yeah, that's great.
Toxic Growth is a skill that was pretty cool,
I
but
like
a bit
the
annoying to
Toxic Growth
use with the
change.
jump that it had.
Not having
Now
you jump
Toxic
when
Growth
you
is a
use
rain
it
skill,
is
so you can spam it
pretty-
more easily.
pretty
Oh, that's that skill. Holy shit.
And
Yeah,
we've
that's
also
way
added a new
better.
poison skill while we were at it, called Toxic Domain. It creates a small area around you that makes all your attacks create toxic growth pustules, but attached to monsters.
Oh, cool.
good. I don't know. We'll see. 'cause
Another
that's
skill
like
that was
a little
annoying to
area
use was
around your
Electrocuting
feet.
Arrow. It's now just a regular
Doesn't
arrow,
sound very good
making
for
it easy to
mapping.
use.
No, that's got meme territory. I like meme
But it also
territory.
means you can support it with projectile supports. And it now also has area of effect, making it a tool for more than just single target, and allowing it to scale into the endgame.
This one.
We also added a new spirit reservation called Mirage Archer. This is a meta skill that allows you to create shadowy clones of yourself to use a skill of your choice.
Seems pretty slow again, though. You have to roll to get
Of course,
it to
one of
come
the other
out,
big
and you
problems
can't
the
have
Ranger
more
had
than
was
one.
survivability. Evasion was
Oh,
the weakest of the
what?
3 defenses, and we wanted to change that.
I'm glad he
Currently,
said
Evasion
that.
doesn't evade all types of hits in the game, so you're still vulnerable to things like slams or unblockable attacks.
I like
To
that he
make
said
characters
evasion
more
was the
tanky,
weakest of the
we're adding a
3.
new mechanic called Deflect.
I mean, I think by itself it is. I think
Yes.
it's weaker than
Unlike
armor by
Evasion,
itself.
Deflect works
Agreed.
on everything. And if you successfully deflect a hit, you take 40% less
Wow.
damage. Items can now give you a mod that gives you some amount of deflection based on your evasion.
Oh, okay.
That's sick.
I didn't know it was going to be on items.
Yeah,
and there's a
that's
bunch
sick.
of it available on the passive tree too.
Yeah, so
Deflection is
Oh
raw
my
in addition
god,
to
this
evasion.
tree looks so cool.
this is an upgrade for regular hits too. And unlike evasion, there's no maximum chance.
Dude, why did they
You
buff
can reach
Rangers so
100%
much?
deflect against all hits, seeing big
What do you mean
defense
shut
boosts
up?
from this as well.
You shut up.
Speaking of defensive mechanics, let's talk about block and parry. Now, one of the big concerns on the release of the Huntress was parry feeling unreliable. One of the big
Yeah, parry
reasons for
sucks.
this is there's a lot of hits that are not blockable, and thus not parryable either. So a huge balance change we're making is that now
Oh, you can parry
everything is
slams.
blockable, except for specifically unblockable red flash
Ooh,
skills that
what?
bosses use.
Oh, you can, so
parry
you can
that.
block and parry all slams.
This
now.
makes parry much more reliable.
Wait,
And
that's
not only that,
crazy.
but to make block and parry
Wow.
nicer to use, you
That
now
was like the
also move
biggest
faster
problem
than
with
before while
Magma
using these
Barrier
abilities.
build.
This is a massive buff to passive block as well. So to counter that, we did have to lower
Wait,
the
so
max
what about
passive
Turtle
block a
Charm
bit,
then?
But overall, you should feel much safer.
I don't know. They might
Fire
remove it,
skills on the
honestly.
warrior were not really cutting the mustard. So we decided we needed to upgrade a bunch of them,
Well, that
but also
bone
add
shatter's
some
really
more as well.
fast.
Let's start with a buff. Volcanic fish are now branches into multiple fishes,
That's
giving
sick.
it much more clearing potential.
That's huge.
We've also added a new skill called
Forge
Hammer.
Hammer.
This skill throws a molten hammer that does a slam at a distance. You can
That's
recall
kinda
the hammer
cool.
back by using the skill again if you like. But the cooler
Or-
thing to do is to use a war cry near it.
Oh,
Using a
oh,
war
this
cry
is
makes
the
the hammer
thing.
explode, making a
That's
bunch
the
of
thing.
volcanic fishes around.
Oh, it was
Volcanic
volcanic.
fishes
It's like a
re-trigger when you slam them.
combination.
So it's a great skill to make a flaming arena to fight a
That's
boss.
cool.
That
I don't
is
know how practical it would be,
insane.
but
Oh, look at the
seems
ignite.
cool
You
as
see that?
hell.
We also
They
buffed
changed how
Perfect
ignite
Strike to a
works.
much larger area of effect, and changed Molten Blast to not always force you to move forward. Trust me,
yeah.
it feels a lot better to use
Best
now.
change.
The skill now has massively boosted chance to ignite monsters as well. And you're going to want to ignite monsters due to a new glory skill called Ancestral Cry.
Ugh, glory
Ancestral
skill.
Cry charges up with glory by
Disgusting.
igniting monsters, invoking King Kaum's favor. After you do, use it to channel Kaum's
Oh
ancestral
my
power.
god!
Every attack will be ancestrally boosted with fire. Your very steps will explode, triggering
Yo,
volcanic
the
fishes.
They're really
volcanic
trying to
Molten
buff
balls
fire.
will erupt from your attacks.
Volcanic fisher looks so cool.
Warrior shield skills were another area we wanted to improve. Now that we've got sprint, we actually don't need to have a cooldown on shield charge anymore.
No
Nice.
And it also
cooldown?
does more damage the further away you are when you use it.
So you can use shield charge as a main damage source, like even better now.
Shield
Yeah.
Wall got significantly upgraded AoE.
Wow.
Also, you can shield charge right through it to
Okay.
trigger all the walls.
Yo, what?
We also added a new shield war cry. Fortifying Cry gives you a defensive buff, but it also builds up charge on your shield that empowers your other shield skills. And Magma Barrier now doesn't require timing in order to use. Just wait for your shield to charge up and block.
Oh, so you have to charge it up. That's kind of.
Oh,
It looks sick,
gross.
yeah.
Seismic Cry now stuns enemies that are primed for stun.
Seems like they're leaning into fire on warrior.
And we changed the
Yeah.
Sunder interaction with Armor Break. It now also gives a Sundered Armor debuff that makes enemies take 40% extra physical damage.
So nice. This
That's
looks
pretty big.
Great for bosses.
That's pretty dang big.
Ancestral Warrior Totem has undergone some pretty significant changes too. We wanted the skill to feel more like using an ultimate. That summoning an ancestor to fight for you was
Oh
a big
my
deal.
God.
So we've changed this totem to require 3 endurance charges to summon, and massively buffed its damage. It also now scales your weapon damage too.
Dude, volcanic fisher looks so sick. I didn't
Since there's no
realize it
limit
looked so
anymore,
cool.
if you build around generating endurance charges, you can summon an entire forest of totems.
I feel like this could
In order to
potentially
make that easier, we added some
totem
new
builds
sources of
way more
endurance
viable
charges.
for ancestral
There's now a
totem.
support to make perfect strike generate charges, and a support for generating endurance charges from heavy stuns as well.
That's
Speaking of
interesting. That's a
totems, we wanted to
specific
upgrade the war
support
bringer.
for a specific
Among the other
skill.
changes we've made to this class, Answered Call now gives an extra totem, and the spirits
Oh, yeah,
have
look
just
at the
been
bottom side
generally
of the
buffed
tree.
in many ways.
Troll Charm gone.
Use it with your limitless
spirits
ancestral
buffed?
warrior forest to make an army of Karui that would make Tukahama proud. We've also merged the Great Wolf Howl and Warcaller's Bellow support,
Good.
so that you can get all the benefits
Good
with
change.
1 point. And Encased in Jade no longer removes the Jade when getting hit, making it a much better defense. Next up, let's talk about accuracy. Accuracy was always intended to be something that warriors didn't need to care about very much so long as they're in close combat. But unfortunately, that's not currently the case. This was particularly annoying with skills like Bone
That's
Shatter,
a good
which you
change.
certainly don't want to mess with. So we significantly buffed your chance to hit at
Oh,
close
that's
ranges when
awesome.
you don't have
This
much
is a
accuracy.
good change.
Warriors
This makes
shouldn't require
warriors
any
so
accuracy
much
investment in order to
better.
hit with close range
Yeah.
attacks now.
League starting one for sure.
That is
We
so
also wanted
good.
to improve armor. Now,
Oh,
one of the
armor?
major weaknesses of armor is the inability to defend against
Yeah,
elemental
that's it.
damage. In order to mitigate this, we're adding a lot more of the stat that allows your armor to defend against
Yeah,
elemental damage.
that's it.
It's
Thorns
now
buffs.
available on items and in a lot more
I'm
places
still
on
a
the
little
passive tree.
bit iffy about this one being like enough to make armor better. I still
One of the
think we
most
need more
important
HP.
improvements we've made in
But we'll
030
see.
is to declunk the action and flow
Okay,
of shooting
shut up,
crossbows.
crossbows.
You can now
Sorry.
reload crossbows without any movement penalty. But not only that, all skills that can be used while moving now slow you for a shorter amount of
I
time.
was joking, by the way.
This change benefits everyone, not just crossbow skills. With both of these changes put together, the run and gun playstyle feels much better. It's hard to explain how important this change is for the feel of the class. The Mercenary is also a good chance to talk about how we're rebalancing to make
Still looks
comboing
kinda
skills
slow
much
when he's
better.
attacking. I'm not gonna
Take
lie.
Shock, for example. It
No,
buffs
no, no.
damage and lasts 4 seconds right now, but that isn't really giving you enough time to take advantage of it. If you're going to add a lightning skill into a build that otherwise wouldn't use one, we need to make mechanics like this much better. So we've increased shock duration on monsters to last 8 seconds,
Wow.
and skills like Plasma Blast, which are intended to be good at shocking enemies, now increase the damage bonus by a lot more. You'll find changes like this all around the game. Chill now lasts 8 seconds, giving you more of a reason to weave in cold damage.
8
Freezing
seconds.
skills are better at freezing. Burning skills need to cause burns that last longer. But making skills like Permafrost Bolts and Incendiary Shot double down on how they're supposed to be used, it makes using them in your build alongside other skills much more likely.
This is crossbow specific.
We're also
right?
making sure to buff
Yes.
specific combos too. The freeze explosions from frag rounds now chain to nearby enemies. And using high velocity rounds with armor break will now fragment the opponent's armor. This causes monsters to take a portion of high velocity rounds damage with every subsequent hit, even tiny pellets. So that means following it with a shotgun blast is way more effective.
Interesting.
That's
Now there's a lot more buffs to crossbow
Yeah.
skills, but for now I'm just going to talk
Mortar
about the new
cannon.
one we added, the Mortar Cannon. This one lets you socket any grenade skill, and using it will summon a cannon which loads and then fires the grenade you choose.
Oh, that's cool. That's so cool.
Another issue
That
on the
actually makes
Mercenary were
grenades like
banners.
way better.
They were just not very good, so we're doing a big upgrade to them. They now last longer, don't disappear when moving out of them, and we removed the Valor mechanic. They now just give a much more consistent and stronger buff, and you can use them when you get enough glory.
I don't know about that one. I don't
On
know about
which, one of the
glory.
main focuses was making various minion types more useful
for
to use together.
minions.
Melee minions in particular were just not that great compared to ranged ones. As a starting point, we just straight up removed the requirement for minions to have accuracy.
Oh, that's
also
good.
Attack minions now always hit, which makes them way better. Brutes got some good numeric buffs, but we also added a new command skill where they do a war cry that intimidates enemies and detonates any frozen monsters and allies around you in a big cold explosion.
So does it mean brutes is like
We've also changed the
Mainly
Frost
use with
Mage's
cold?
command skill to an ability that adds ice armor to your other minions, adding a layer of defense. And it makes them deal
Oh,
cold
that's
damage back
good.
to the attacker as well. The ice
Makes them
armor
less
also
squishy.
makes the minion count as frozen, so the Brute's Warcry can detonate them too.
Did I just get a minion reflect build via ice armor?
Unearth was changed to work on corpses of your dead skeletons, allowing you to summon the minions more easily
That's
in
how
boss
my
fights.
goofy brain works.
And they also got a new jump ability, allowing them to get into combat faster.
huh?
Ray's Spectre was also feeling pretty weak for the spirit cost they have. To be honest, we were a little afraid of these when we first balanced them. We've both decreased the spirit cost for a large range of monsters, and have significantly
good.
increased Spectre damage too. They should feel a lot more impactful.
Wow. Wow.
Spectres log in.
I don't
There's
know what I'm
also a
league
lot of
starting,
new
boys.
spellcaster weapons with newer cult skills. But I'll just talk about one of them that I thought was particularly
That
cool.
one looks sick.
The Reaping Staff is actually a
I
wicked
wanna use
scythe
this.
that gives you a new ability called Reap. When an enemy is low in life, you can dash forward and rake enemies with the scythe to cull them instantly, healing you.
Rake?
It can also inflict critical weakness on enemies too. Now, there's a lot of balance changes in the Witcher's Ascendancy classes, but I'll just talk about 2 of them for now. On the Blood Mage, you were previously required to spend your first points on
This
Sanguimancy,
is huge.
which really was supposed to be the downside for being able to access the powerful
Blood
abilities
Mage
on the rest
buff
of the
is
class.
insane.
In order to make picking the
my
Blood Mage a
Unarmed build
better early
definitely got
option,
buffed.
we've made Sanguimancy free, unlocking the
That's
power of the rest of the class
huge.
immediately. On the Infernalist, the Demon form wasn't something people were really using because you lost your weapon stats while transformed. Well, you no longer do, so it's a
That
much
is
better option now.
also huge. Holy. Log in, boys.
On the Monk, the
Demon
wind
Queen
skills
back.
needed a big upgrade for sure. Staggering Palm can now stack up its duration if you use the skill multiple times in a row, so you can keep the effect of all your skills throwing up wind much more easily. Wind Blast had the purpose of building up to dazing an enemy, but dazing just wasn't worth all that effort. Now it just dazes on hit, meaning a single Wind Blast will make all your skills stun enemies more easily. Following up with Vaulting Impact on a dazed enemy previously did a bunch of stun. Now it allows you to break your enemy's stance. When their stance is broken, following up with a fast attack will do way more damage. A cool build that certain people always enjoyed in PoE 1 was hand-to-hand combat, but until now we just didn't have a real way to make it viable.
Unarmed?
Well, that changes now. The Monk, as a true martial artist, now has the ability to learn the Hollow Palm technique, a keystone that lets you use all quarterstaff skills while unarmed.
Yo.
All quarterstaff attacks now have a special unarmed version, and you get further bonuses to all your attacks from stacking Energy Shield and Evasion on your character.
What?
So cool.
That's basically its own class.
A new keystone we also added to the Monk section of the tree is Walker
That
of
is
the Wilds.
so sick. Oh my god.
This
Okay,
changes mana leech to work
restarting
with
monk,
elemental
restarting
damage
monk.
instead of physical, which is pretty useful for all those elemental attacks the Monk has, but it works well for the Ranger too.
These are just keystones?
Now, one of
Yeah,
the
they're
least
just
used Ascendancy
keystones.
classes in the game is the Acolyte of Chayula, so we knew
Oh.
we needed to make some changes here.
Chayula buff.
One of the
Chayula
key
buffs?
things we had to do was make the chaos damage that the Acolyte can do much more useful. So we've added a new skill, allowing chaos damage to ignite, shock, chill, and freeze,
that
embracing the
is
elemental
huge.
prowess
I
of the
talked
Monk
about
in a
that.
truly chaotic fashion. In addition, he can make all of his chaos damage leech,
Wow.
and we've
Oh.
buffed Into the Breach and Embrace the Darkness by moving the effects of the 4-point nodes into the base skills.
Holy.
That's crazy.
He also gains a new notable, Grasp of the Void, which leaves void illusions behind you as you dodge roll. If they're killed, they do massive explosions of darkness, dealing damage to everything in sight.
That's kind of sick.
Now let's talk about Sorceress skills.
Sorceress.
One of the things we wanted to improve on the Sorc is the ability to use multiple elements together
Yes.
more effectively.
Oh, this is huge.
What's that bottom right skill
Now,
on the
this
bar?
might seem small, but one of the things pushing you towards using a single element is debuffs like Elemental Curses,
Elemental
which lower
invocation.
resistances of a single
okay.
element. In order to fix that, we're making quite a lot of game-wide changes to these kinds of mechanics to broaden what they apply to. So for example, there's no longer 3 curses for fire, ice, and lightning.
Wow,
Instead, there's just a single
big.
curse that buffs all 3 at
thank
the same time.
goodness. This is big.
And things like Frostbomb, which gave you cold exposure, now give elemental exposure.
What?
And these don't buff any of your
Frostbomb
other
was
skills.
already bits.
Good.
Yeah, that's huge.
We also wanted to make switching between different weapon sets smoother, so you can use different elemental staves more effectively. To do that, we've removed the weapon switch time, and now have
What?
it instantly. This applies game-wide
Across
too.
the board, right?
This is a new
And we
game.
didn't just want to stop there. We wanted to add some specific mechanics that work between different elements, and that's where elemental infusions come in. Certain skills can now drop elemental infusions. For example, when a frostbomb explodes, it leaves behind a cold infusion on the ground. After picking it up, you can spend it on one of any number of different skills to transform how they work.
Whoa.
Oh, we can
Spark
stack
will
them.
create a nova of cold infused projectiles.
What?
Oh, that's sick.
Huh?
Ice Nova will leave a chilled area on the ground. And we also added a new low-level skill that fires ice shards. Use it with cold infusion though, and the ice shards will explode.
Yo.
Oh, this is a new
Orb
game.
of Storms now generates lightning infusions when you
Actually a
cast
new
enough
game.
spells near it. And that's all spells, by the way, not just lightning.
Dude, I don't know what to play now.
Once you have one, you could
yeah.
cast a lightning flame wall, which adds both fire and lightning damage to all the
Dude.
projectiles that pass through it.
What?
Or power up Ember Fusillade with lightning, which will generate arcs to nearby
Oh,
enemies as
that
each
looks
fireball hits.
sick.
That it.
Or maybe go lightning on lightning with arc. This skill is now a projectile, and by infusing it, you can go full Palpatine.
Oh,
Full Palpatine? Look at that.
Get fire infusions by blowing up monsters with living bomb.
Oh,
Then
living
use
bomb
them with
buff.
Comet to summon a giant fire meteor from the sky. Or use it with Firestorm, which transforms it from a small area into a much bigger
Wait,
one.
did that look faster? The
Firestorm is unique in that it can be
Comet?
infused by multiple different elements at the same time. Add an ice infusion to rain down ice at the same time as the fire. And add lightning to add deadly strikes from the heavens into the mix.
This is the correct way to do combo.
Or use it
gameplay.
with all three to generate a storm that is truly apocalyptic.
This
Oh
is
my god,
been
that actually looks
insanity.
so cool.
Cold Snap has been simply turned into Snap. Previously, you could use it to shatter ice, but now it works to detonate all of the different elemental ailments and makes them leave behind infusions.
Oh.
And just like how you could previously use it on
Look how
Frostbolt,
fast she
you
is.
can now also use it on Orb of Storms and Solar Orb to detonate those as well.
Jeez.
Which means you can create many infusions at once.
Oh, that looks so
That
cool.
looks so cool.
We also have a Spirit Reservation skill and a support gem to help generate them too. On the passive tree, we've added quite a few new keystones to the Sorceress section. Here are a couple of examples. The Black Flame Covenant keystone converts your fire spells to chaos and causes your ignites to deal
Oh.
chaos damage.
Oh,
Your fire spells and ignites
kinda
will also turn
black
purple.
flame. Ooh, that looks cool.
The Ritual Cadence keystone causes your invocation skills to trigger more times.
Whoa.
But makes them trigger periodically over a longer duration instead of one. Great for those auto bomber builds. Now, in addition to skill changes, we've added a lot more options for the passive tree for each class. Overall, there are more than 100 new notables on the tree, usually around 20 per class, along with smaller clusters as well.
My.
Check out the old version. And here's the new
Oh
version.
my
It's a lot
god.
more
my
dense, and there's more
God.
interesting nodes than before.
Oh,
Now, we probably
log
can't
in,
go
boys.
through too many of these in the live stream, so I'll just show you one from each class's area of the tree. We tried to be a lot more thematic with the new nodes. So, for example, the Molten One's Gift. It lets the benefit of Armor Break apply to your fire damage.
Yes.
Or how about Last
Fire
Stand,
Thorns.
which gives you lots of stats as your situation becomes more and more desperate. A lot of these have themes aligning with Ascendancy classes. Like for the Gemling Legionnaire, for example. You have crystallized immunities, which
Oh.
makes you immune to different status ailments, depending on which support gem color you have socketed the most.
So the part of the tree synergizes
Another
with
Ascendancy
the
class align
Ascendancy or
notable is
class.
Sanguimatic Rituals. It allows arcane surges to generate life instead of mana, unlocking that support gem to be used with the
Oh.
Blood Mage Ascendancy.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
In the Sork area, you'll find these Archon nodes that allow you to convert all of your elemental damage to a specific element. You become a Lightning Archon when you spend enough mana, after which all your skills will be converted
Bro.
to Lightning, and you will do extra Lightning
Well,
damage as well.
I'll be playing
Nice.
We have
Spark
ones for
again.
cold
Yeah,
and fire
everyone's
too,
playing
with
Sork,
different
right?
triggers. Here's another cool one.
That is actually
Elemental
cool.
Practitioner gives crit bonuses if you've triggered a skill recently, while also making crits generate more energy for triggers.
Looks like I'm back on
Or
Spark.
maybe you'd like the Great
Yeah, boy.
War. It gives you a reason to stack dexterity to make you tougher, giving a bonus
One
to
life
and
per
stun
4
threshold.
decks.
Oh, that is huge.
Or the Cunning
Dex
Fox.
giving life?
It straight up gives you 5%
Oh,
quality
everyone's
to all your
anointing
gems.
this. Oh, you can't.
Now,
Cool.
another major change is attribute requirements. We felt like
Oh,
players
yeah.
probably
Oh,
had a
that's
few
big.
too many nodes and attributes, and not enough in interesting passives.
Yep.
So we lowered attribute
205 to
requirements by 25%
167.
across the
That's
board.
Oh
a
my.
lot of reduction.
That means you'll have more points to spend on interesting notables rather than just needing to allocate more strength, dex, and int.
Super
Yo,
good.
log in, boys.
Now,
Log
there are way more
in.
changes than just these. These are just some of the cooler ones we wanted to show off. But I'd say that's just
I'm out
about
of
enough
breath.
for now. We're not even half done yet. So I think it's time that we talk about the League, the rise of the Abyssal. And to do that, I'd like to hand things over to Mark.
That was like part 2 of
As
like
you
7.
just saw, even though there are major changes to the campaign for this update, we want to make sure that every time you come back for an expansion, each area feels different with something extra going on. It is really important to make sure your experience when returning between expansions is fresh and filled with new content. And the way we did this was through leagues.
Hours.
Every expansion we make has a league, which not only has a fresh economy, but also has new content exclusively available in that league. So, let's delve into the details of what
Delve?
Path of Exile 2's first official league is bringing to the table.
No, it's a
The
piss.
Abyssal
Come on,
are a
man.
race that have mastery of forbidden magics
Delve?
and necromancy. They were thought to be extinct, but have merely been biding their time underground.
I don't know.
You
I like
first
it,
encounter
this.
signs of the Abyssal in Clairfell, where you discover that during the night, weaker members of the Undead Legion have been attacking the encampment. The townsfolk require your help to investigate where the monsters are coming from and put a stop to their attacks.
Out there, ancient creatures.
Our bingo board is not getting filled.
As you proceed through Rayclast, you'll find fissures in the earth connected to larger pits. The monsters normally inhabiting the area are being affected by it, harmed by it even, having their souls eaten to strengthen the abyssal underground. As you defeat the monsters, the fissure closes and abyssal emerge, angered by you killing their food.
Oh, the butthole close.
Once all those fissures have been sealed, the pit activates, and more abyssal pour out. This is where the larger and more dangerous monsters reveal themselves, as hordes of abyssal spew out from the pit to take your soul.
Seems pretty similar to PoE1 so far.
If you kill a magic pack,
I've never done
then
it.
magic abyssal arise. If you kill a rare, then a rare monster will emerge from the pit,
Dude,
having
I just-
absorbed some
Spike.
or all of its modifiers for itself.
I just see Spike.
This means the monsters emerging will generally be more difficult and more rewarding, as each modifier gives better rewards.
Well, Edict Contagion
If you are
Spike it
able to
is.
kill them all, the pit will seal shut.
Right.
As each
I'm
pit is
going monk,
closed,
dude. I'm
it
going
reveals a
unarmed.
potential reward.
Yeah, that
Abyssal
looks shit. That
troves
looks
will
crazy.
rise up out of the pits, allowing you to get some epic loot.
Nice.
Areas often contain many pits, with many fissures, and the amount goes up as you progress through the game, getting more intense.
I've never done Delve,
It
so I don't
doesn't
understand
stop there.
this.
When monster mods are absorbed, they have a chance to become infused with the Dark
not Delve,
Necromancy,
whatever this is,
transforming them into abyssal modifiers. For example, you defeat this monster with the Mana Siphoner modifier.
This
Their
build
soul
looks
is
sick,
eaten
the
by
way.
the pit,
Rolling
and a
slash.
rare monster emerges. The Mana Siphoner modifier has transformed into Soul Siphoner, and is now amplified in danger and reward.
Look at those
That's the
tornadoes.
Twister build.
Abyssal pits also interact with other monsters and mechanics. If you defeat a rogue exile that's near one, it'll be revived as a Lichborn that has multiple abyssal modifiers. Lichborn exiles even have their own unique jewel they can drop, if you are lucky enough to encounter and kill them.
Unique
If an
jewel?
abyss spawns near a boss, killing it will summon a gigantic Giga Larvae creature.
Holy!
This is a new
Monsters
game.
imprisoned in essences near abyssal pits are affected by the abyss too.
Yeah, it's a lot
They
of
will
process.
come with an additional new essence item that can be used to craft your items. So, that's your bread and butter of the Abyssal League.
This is way more
Kill
in-depth than the
surface-dwelling
Abyss
monsters,
in, PoE1.
kill the emerging abyssal, close the fissures, overcome pit encounters, and reap the rewards. There's a lot more to this league, however. As you complete abysses, you can find ancient pieces of bone, preserved from the remains of fallen Lichborn. These are one of the many rewards for your mission to seal the pits. You can use this on a rare item to imbue it with abyssal magic, adding a special hidden modifier to your item.
New crafting
But how do you
currency.
reveal it? In Act 2 of the campaign, you'll encounter a new area. This area is overrun by the Abyssal and the Lost Men. After clearing through this area, you'll find the Well of Souls, a giant cavity with a massive vortex of souls swirling beneath you. So how do you reveal the mods on your Abyssal-infused items? Obviously, just throw them in, right? Yes, that's exactly what you do.
Okay.
Before throwing it in, you are given the option of how you want to transform it, in the form of a choice of 3 different modifiers.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Once
What
you've chosen
the
your desired
fuck?
mod,
Wow.
throw it in, where it will absorb the power of the souls, and the ominous creature will then retrieve
Yes.
it.
Deterministic crafting.
These modifiers can be ones from the core mod pool, all the way through to specialized modifiers that cannot normally appear on items.
Abyss mods.
During the campaign, you can use it as a way to more easily add useful existing mods. But during the endgame,
Dude,
there is a whole set
determinism.
of new and powerful mods you can add to your items.
Perfect. Fucking perfect.
Like this mod for crossbows, that allows you to place an additional
Whoa.
ballista tile.
Whoa.
Ballista. That's cool.
Or this one, that adds spirit to your staff.
Ooh,
67
that's big.
Or this one, that allows you to generate more combo with your quarterstaff skills.
New game, boys.
And speaking
Buckle
of
up.
endgame, you can also use the system to craft waystones.
35% item rarity. Did you see
Oh.
With a
that?
preserved vertebrae fused into your waystones, you can get some new modifiers that push difficulty and rewards to new heights. Here are some examples of those mods. You always get a choice of 3. so you can avoid anything you don't think your character is capable of.
Okay.
With this modifier, the natural inhabitants of the area are all spawned near abysses. And there are up to 9 additional abyssal pits in the area, making it just a full-on abyss ruckus.
Oh, it's so
That's
cool.
crazy. So it's just
Or
like
this
abyss
one,
farming,
which causes the
basically.
final abyssal pit in the area to always result in a boss encounter.
Yo, oh my
be
god.
it
the
either one
unarmed
underground
stuff looks so
or one that
cool.
emerges out.
This is a lot.
There are dozens of these waystone modifiers in total you can get from this crafting.
I like how they've changed the
Temporal
That
modifiers
covers the
on
new
top
crafting
half.
mechanic. So what's left? Well, we talked about how when closing pits you can get abyssal troves, but sometimes when closing an abyss, you'll reveal an underground cavern that leads to the abyssal depths. After jumping into the depths, you'll find an
Spark looks
abyssal
so
city,
fucking amazing. What is this?
swarming with legions of the undead. When underground, every single rare abyssal enemy will have an abyssal modifier. And at the end of the dungeon, you'll even find a rare with a more powerful Lichborn modifier. Once you're able to defeat this powerful rare, you can also find some nice rewards. Aside from the entire area being
Greater
valuable
orb
due to the abyssal
augmentation.
modifiers on the monsters,
Greater
it has its
orb.
own specific drops too. One example is a
Wonder
set
what
of
that
lineage
is.
supports that can rarely be found in these depths, like Kurgel's Leash.
Supports.
Yeah.
This support empowers both you and your minions when you command them, granting unholy might to you both.
But what was that? Greater
Another
orb of
depth-specific
augmentation.
outcome is
Yeah,
a set
I
of
wanna know.
omen-like items that amplify your abyssal crafting. Additionally, we're adding some new socketables that
Yeah.
can drop from the abyssal depths. Take Ulliman's Gaze, which can be socketed into your armor.
parried. I'm sorry.
These are a bit special in that you can only have one equipped at a time, but give some pretty powerful effects.
This is kind of
Think
lame.
of them as almost a unique socketable for your equipment.
I mean, the
I was
deflection is
getting
kind of
that
cool.
parry.
In the endgame, where you can still find depths, you also start to find a different type of underground chamber.
Delve.
In these areas, you'll find an ancient spire, a device being used by commanders of the abyssal
Like-
factions to plunge Rayclast into a lightless void. Your goal is simple.
Hazgul.
Kill this commander and destroy the spire.
This is a new
Dude,
pinnacle
the-
boss? I don't think
There
so,
are
right? It looks
4
very weak
bosses
for
in the
pinnacle.
Abyss
No,
League,
it's not, dude.
and there are
Oh,
some
belts?
pretty cool
A belt-
uniques
Abyss
available
belt.
from them. An example is this belt,
Abyss belt.
Darkness Enthroned. It has 2
What?
sockets. But hold on, socketables don't work on belts. Well, this belt has a special mod that allows it to count as a different slot for the purpose of socketables.
Interesting.
Wow.
This one, for
so
example, counts as a helmet. I kind of want one
Oh.
that counts as a body armor. I wonder how rare that one is. You can also find this unique jewel, Undying Hate. This jewel transforms part of your passive
Oh,
skill
no.
tree into an
Oh,
abyssal version
gosh.
and
Oh,
has multiple
great.
depths.
Oh no.
The deeper it goes, the more of your passive
And
tree
there's
is
like
affected.
seeds for it,
allowing you
too.
to fulfill
There's
your
seeds
fantasy
for
of
it.
becoming part
I
Abyssal
really
Lich.
don't like the seed stuff.
Now, the last thing that Abyssal Commanders can drop is a Finger of the Lich.
Ullimax invitation.
But
Okay.
what use do you have with a
Pinnacle
random
boss.
undead finger? Well, the next time
Yeah.
you return to the Well of Souls,
Kolomak.
with the finger in your inventory, your character will almost feel compelled. To do what, though, you might ask? To jump in. The items you threw in came back more powerful, right?
This is
So,
cute.
Literally jumped
what's the
in.
worst that could happen? Well, you will just have to find that one out for yourself.
okay, they
Let's
got
go,
so in.
Mark.
Along with the
let's
introduction
go.
of Act 4 and the interlude,
Towers,
we will
towers,
be
towers,
adding
towers.
Endgame.
25 new in-game maps.
Endgame changes.
These maps
Let's
will
go.
contain all the new
Ooh.
monsters and bosses we're adding, improving variety and giving you opportunities to experience the new boss fights many times. Let's take a look at some examples. Rock Pools is a map where you explore a shallow rocky coastline, surrounded by coral and filled with sirens. At the end is a giant goblin king boss,
I think this is a
ready
similar
to eat
PoE1
soul
map.
fight and squish you like a bug. Holton is an Ezomite township which has seen better days.
Is that Queen of Filth's
Explore
husband?
and clear the township
like
to
the
find
pool.
a gothic, reaper-like boss with the ability to
Ooh, this boss
manipulate
looks
storms
sick.
and fry you with both lightning and wither you with chaos. Given some of the new bosses added are a bit more epic, such as the Act boss and final bosses of each interlude part, it would be a bit of a waste to just use them as regular map bosses. Instead, we'll be adding some new mechanics to the Atlas that use them. These start appearing pretty fast into the endgame and will help bridge the gap until you do your pinnacle bosses. In the desert biome, you can encounter a wild sandstorm. 3 maps around the sandstorm contain a device you must activate. Upon doing this, the sandstorm's magic is disrupted, revealing the map inside and allowing you to access it and find the cause. This presents itself in the form of a boss, similar to the existing Citadel bosses. This boss is a Faradin Swordmaster,
Dude, this arena.
who has been blessed with the power of a time gem, allowing him to take his swordsmanship to the next level by replicating himself, maneuvering rapidly, and severing the fabric of time itself with his powerful slashes. In the water biome, you'll encounter a giant maelstrom, where one of the maps surrounding the water biome connects to it, but the connection is obscured.
Oh.
You must run the maps nearby, hoping to find a beacon, which will remove the maelstrom and reveal the connection to that map. Another
That's
example
cool.
is this Vaal vault in the mountain biome.
It just keeps going.
But how do we get inside? Running the adjacent maps to it will yield a key, which you can then use to gain access to this vault. Or, you could just trade for one, I guess.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Use the key to dispel the powerful
that.
force field surrounding it, leading to the Vaal Elite and their rewards inside. These all contain Uber versions of the Act 4 boss, and the bosses at the end of each part of the interlude. And each have their own exclusive drop pool of new lineage supports, which, as Jonathan spoke about earlier, are powerful support gems that modify your skills
love
in
that.
pretty crazy ways.
I love that it's target farm.
As an example of a
Yeah,
lineage
same.
support which can come from the Faradin Swordmaster mentioned earlier, we have Garo Khan's Resolve, which causes
Man,
your
that's
critical
real.
strikes to
Yes.
fork,
It's
but
so
requires
cool.
some mobility on your part
Oh,
to
I was gonna say
properly
this
enable.
combat is real, you know.
From the boss sealed in the
slow.
Vaal Vault, we have
Oh, that's
Aquate's
warrior.
Pact,
That's warrior.
which
Welcome, warrior.
supports your war cries, causing them
Did
to
a war
inflict
cry
massive
into a
amounts of
shield wall
corrupted blood
into a
at
shield
the cost of
charge
your
to
own
kill
life.
5 mobs.
Additionally,
That's the
some
warrior
maps
life,
can
my
now
guy.
spawn summoning circles, a room resembling an Ezomite henge. Activating this henge will spawn bosses. It's as simple as that. We'll also be making changes to how affixes and waystones work. As the current prefixes equals good, suffixes equals bad iteration isn't quite hitting the mark. We tried something new here in Path of Exile 2, but after seeing the feedback, we decided we actually liked what we had in Path of Exile 1 more.
Holy shit.
Yes!
Like Path of Exile 1, each affix will now be both difficult and rewarding.
Yes!
Waystone mods now grant an increase to the number of waystones dropped, and an additional specific upside attached to it. This means as you roll your map, they will continue to get
Oh yeah,
more
on top
difficult
you can see it now.
and more rewarding, and allow you to customize
that's
the difficulty
huge.
and
This is-
rewards
this
of
is
your
so
maps
big.
better. For example,
More
the
difficult maps equals more
Frostbitten mod,
drops.
which causes
Crazy.
enemies to deal cold damage, also increases the rarity of items dropped as its upside. Whereas the of Venom suffix modifier, which causes enemies to
Cool.
poison on hit, has the upside of granting increased pack size. Some maps will end up having a lot of rarity, some a lot of pack size, and others will just have a mixture of everything. Due to now having more modifiers granting difficulty, we will of course be reducing the difficulty per modifier to account for this.
Like,
So, that's your Atlas, maps, and waystones. But what about Breach, Ritual, Pinnacle
my
content,
God.
and others of the sort?
I
what
can't.
is
We're
happening?
making some changes around this too. The first change is that you'll
What?
now be able to invest 2 points into your specific League Atlas trees before having to run the Pinnacle content.
Oh, that's big.
That's huge.
That
There
is
will be a
huge.
specific objective for each type of content which grants you those points. For example, in the case of Delirium,
visuals look so
it's simple.
This is insane.
You just need to find and kill one of the bosses in a map, Omniophobia or Kosis. The rest of the points for each content come from the Pinnacle content, but we're making some changes to accessibility here too. Currently, access to most Pinnacle content requires the same key at the easiest and most difficult version of the content. This creates a negative feeling where at lower difficulties, instead of wanting to run the content, you're often better off just selling it to someone who can run it at maximum difficulty.
I never
To
felt
address
that, to
this,
be honest.
each content will now drop splinters, which will not form into singular items.
Yes.
Instead of using the
more
singular
invitation.
combined
Yes.
item in the realm
There's a
gate,
new
you can
omen
now
or
just
something
bring
in
your
there.
splinters.
Next to the mace.
Upon inserting the splinters into the realm gate, an interface will appear, allowing you to pick your difficulty, and you'll notice
When do we
each
start the
difficulty
round of
has a different
applause?
entry
Like, when do
cost.
we just start standing up and
This means if
cheering?
you want to run easier difficulties, it costs less.
What?
Which also allows you
I
to run this
see.
content
That makes
much
sense.
sooner
That's
into the
great.
in-game.
That's
That makes
perfect.
so much
Because
sense.
these encounters now just require splinters, their corresponding atlas tree no longer affects the difficulty of them, and has been changed to purely affect the content and maps on the atlas.
Oh, that's
The
good.
Arbiter
That's
of
a good
Ash
change.
works a bit differently.
Okay, Arbiter.
Instead of requiring splinters, he still needs crisis fragments.
Okay.
We now have only two difficulties of the Arbiter. The first, requiring the existing fragments obtained from citadels. The second, Uber Arbiter, requires calamity
Uber
fragments.
Arbiter.
Uber.
These come from Citadel bosses also, but only once you've allocated the maximum number of points in your boss atlas tree,
That's
ensuring
cool.
those citadels are at their highest difficulty level. Since we're talking about pinnacle content, we also felt that the leveling curve in the late game was a bit too steep.
Oh,
We've
there we
smoothed
go.
this out a bit so that it's easier
Yeah.
to get to the mid-90s.
Yeah.
Just missing towers.
We've also added some new in-game unique items. Let's take a look at a
Oh,
couple.
there we go.
Thunderfist is a pair of gloves that grants Crackling Palm, a skill which empowers your unarmed attacks, granting the ability to
Yo.
call down the storms themselves on enemies you hit.
Unarmed playstyle.
simply,
Let's go.
Literally every monster you hit with your unarmed skills will be struck by powerful lightning. Pair this with the aforementioned Hollow Palm technique to embrace your true unarmed prowess in combat.
Yep. Yep. we
Another
started
unique
this.
we're adding is Henekura's
Oh, she
Sight.
looks sick. Holy
Equip
shit.
this amulet to be granted the power of the Mother of Death herself. This is reflected by granting you a skill called Foresight. While you have Foresight, your dodge roll no longer
Oh, thanks for the
avoids
prime,
hits.
Lucho.
But instead, being hit while dodge rolling restores you to full life and makes you unable to die for a brief period of time.
Oh.
You'll notice when this does occur, a copy of your character appears and takes the full damage.
Oh, that's cool.
This is you seeing that future, as if you hadn't been wearing the amulet.
Oh, rip.
Ultimately, your in-game experience should be more streamlined. With new content to find, you'll be able to invest in your Atlas trees sooner, engage with Pinnacle content
I'm sweating.
faster, have less FOMO running said Pinnacle content, reach higher levels easier, and do all of that while finding many new chase in-game items.
Clara, thank you for
Talking
the
about
prime.
finding items is
Crap,
one
we got
thing,
more. What
but
is
what
happening?
about
Crafting.
crafting.
Okay. Yeah. More.
We've taken
Okay,
a step
crafting.
back and looked at some of our crafting systems to make some notable
I mean, we
improvements.
saw the greater Ogorb earlier.
Let's start with essences, which suffered from an issue where the regular essences were effectively useless and didn't give players the tools
PoE
or
one
excitement
essences?
that a crafting system should provide.
Pee-wee 1 essences?
To alleviate these concerns, essences are being changed in a few ways. Firstly, they're being changed to function like regals and add specific modifiers with
PoE 1
specific
essences.
values, meaning you know exactly what you're going to get. We found that players were
Kind
often
of, closer.
bottlenecked by
It's
regal
closer
orbs
to
when crafting in the campaign,
This is
so this
definitely
helps to
huge.
fill
Yes,
that gap,
yes.
It's so
allowing you
good.
to better
That
upgrade your
is
items.
huge.
So good.
That
For
is
example,
huge.
This Lesser Essence of Flames, which will be able to add a flat amount of fire damage to your magic martial weapons. Secondly, we're adding many more tiers. That Lesser Essence of Flames, for example, has a regular variant
Look at the
and a
greater
greater
one.
variant too, adding even more fire damage with each upgrade.
Oh my god.
It's
The
basically
intention of this
guaranteeing
is so that when you
T1
find one
stat.
early
Yeah.
on, you don't worry about holding on to it till later
Wow.
to use on a higher level item. You should feel free to use them as they come to get powerful upgrades
Yeah,
during the campaign.
That's so good.
Thorns belt. Thorns belt. He's got thorns on that belt.
Lastly, our highest tier of essences, now called Perfect,
Perfect
essences,
essences.
will function like a Chaos Orb instead of a Regal. So it will replace one of the modifiers on the rare items with the specified mod. Such as this Perfect Essence of Flames. You'll notice this one doesn't just add flat fire damage like the ones before it. The Perfect Essences often give something a bit different, with some opportunities
That
to be
is
pretty damn powerful. There are many different essences, each with many
Holy.
tiers, covering many of the more core modifiers you'd want on items early on, through to chase specialized ones for in-game.
Good. I don't know what to say.
Speaking of in-game, we really wanted to expand our crafting options for late in-game crafting projects. You might have noticed that
Excellent.
at endgame, you get way too many transmutes. Wouldn't it be nice if some of those didn't drop, but instead you got something a little more powerful?
Greater,
Yes.
right?
At
The greater
higher
ones.
levels, you can now find Greater Orb of Transmutation and Perfect Orb of Transmutation. These can be used on
It's a
normal
tier
items
one.
to upgrade them to
Yes.
magic, ensuring that
my
the modifier
God.
generated is of a minimum level. This is similar to how you find
Oh.
higher tier items on the ground, but for crafting. These higher
That
tiers
is
will also exist for Orb of Augmentation, Regal Orb,
Oh,
Exalted Orb,
no way.
and Chaos Orb.
no
Meaning you
fucking
get
way.
all of the
Yo,
orbs
that
required
is
to take your item from normal rarity to a fully completed rare
Perfect Chaos Orbs
with
would be so
guaranteed high tier
expensive,
mods.
though. I can already see it.
On top of these new core crafting currencies, we wanted to make sure there are powerful crafting bases to use them on. Now in endgame, you can start to find exceptional items. These are items that drop at normal rarity
Rabbit so
and are
hard.
perfect for your from-scratch
28
crafting
quality.
projects. They can come with extra quality, up to 30%, or an additional socket to use your crafting socketables in. And yes, they can be corrupted for yet another socket.
Oh my
What?
god.
You can
Three
also get
sockets?
exceptional unique items.
Exceptional unique
To add
items?
even further to your crafting arsenal, we've added a whole suite of new omens to ritual content.
Thorns buff
and
that way.
removed some of the more
New
unimpactful
omens, new
ones
omens?
that weren't being used.
Oh,
Some of the
they
new
got rid of
omens
bad
include
ones.
the Omen of the Ancients, which will cause your next Orb of Chance to not destroy the item, but generate a random unique of the same class. Or the Omen of Sanctification, which is my new favorite. This will cause your next Divine Orb
Sanctify?
used
Oh,
on a rare
Divine
item
Sync?
to reroll the values of its modifiers, allowing it to exceed the normal minimum and maximum values,
What?
raising the ceiling on the new most powerful rare items in the game.
So it's like kind of
This
like a ball,
omen
but it
will
doesn't
also cause
corrupt
your
it.
item to become sanctified. Sanctified items cannot be crafted, just like corrupted ones, so consider carefully when you
Okay, so
use
it's
this.
just like corrupt.
Same thing then, yeah.
Okay, so
Another
it's
is the
basically a
Omen of Chaotic Monsters,
divine, or
which will
ball.
cause your next Chaos Orb to reroll all modifiers on a waste orb, allowing you to fix your maps if you get some modifiers that are not feasible for your build.
I assume that's common.
Besides these examples, there is a huge
Hopefully.
variety of new omens for you to discover in your ritual encounters. With the release of Act 4,
That
notably
basically
taking
turns
place in the Cardori
The our Chaos
Archipelago,
Orbs into the old
you'll be
Chaos
able to
Orbs,
now
right?
find a new currency
Yeah.
item, Henikora's Lock. Henikora, the Kardori goddess of death, has the
She's
power
cool.
of foresight and
Look
is
at her
able to
legs.
see many futures, including the
DSLs.
outcome of your next craft.
I just meant the cool
So,
colors.
imbuing her lock onto an item gives you that same power too. For example, you'll know whether or not to use an Exalted Orb on your item, as you will know exactly what the outcome is.
Is
So,
That's
with all these new
nuts.
crafting improvements, it's safe to say you're going to be making some epic items. And not necessarily just ones for yourself.
I won't do
So
it, I'll just
given
trade,
that,
but sure.
It's time to talk about a massive one.
Oh, here we go. This is for
Trade.
me.
That's
It's finally
This is
here.
big.
The moment we've all been waiting for.
I want to kiss him.
Fully asynchronous trade.
I want to kiss
How
him.
did they pump this out
Over
so
the years,
fast?
the way players trade with each other in Path of Exile 1
Oh my
has
God.
morphed from
Dude, I
using the
remember this.
forums
Holy
through
crap,
to the
this was
in-game
so
chat,
bad.
all the way through to using the website. These systems, in all their iterations, work for a while, but with each iteration, new problems eventually reveal themselves. Be it requiring you to be in your hideout too much instead of out there killing monsters, or never getting responses from people who are either AFK or just can't be bothered.
Are we getting the standard league?
In order
Probably
to
the
finally
trade
solve
system?
this, and this has been a long time coming, we're adding a new
my
system that
God.
allows you to buy
Merchant.
items from other players without requiring the seller to be present.
This is what you said, Miso.
They can continue
Yeah,
farming,
visiting their hideout,
killing
right?
monsters, AFK as they please, and can even be offline.
Dude.
With the introduction of King's
so
March in Act
perfect.
4, you will encounter Ange, assistant to Rog in the
you,
Meridian Free
Ange.
Traders Company.
She's bae now.
Over the last 2 decades or so, since Path of Exile 1's storyline, Faustus has handed down his knowledge and expertise to Ange, and she is now ready to take over his business. If you have a hideout unlocked already, you can immediately invite her there. If you don't have a hideout yet, you will need to acquire one. You can do this by completing a quest to defeat one of the bosses inhabiting an island in Act 4. allowing you then to take a slice of it for yourself, making it your new home and base of operations.
Oh, this
Once
is a new
invited
hideout.
to your
Cool
hideout,
line.
she will now serve as operating your currency exchange, but also serve as the
No,
figurehead in your
Alpha.
new trading empire.
Goodbye, Alpha.
So, how does this new
Alpha!
system work? In the existing trade system,
I know it's
you
early
would
to be a
list items
doomer,
for sale
but
and
why
premium
don't we have
stash
this from
tabs.
level 1?
And then when someone wanted one, you'd have to take it out for yourself and trade it to them. Now, instead of using those, you can give your items to Ange so she can sell them for you. Each item must have a price set. The prices are set using in-game currency items, such as Exalted Orbs or Chaos Orbs. Once a price is set, other players will be
price
able to
fixing.
find the item by searching for it on the trade website. Once a desired item has been found, you can hit a button, which will instantly teleport your character in-game to their hideout.
I love this.
Then, you can
I
immediately
still don't like
purchase
how you
the
have to
item.
use the website.
And while
but
there, if you
it's
want,
way better.
browse their other goods.
I have
In
problems,
case
but I'll
there's a
talk about
good
them
deal
later.
someone else hasn't yet discovered.
It's great.
You'll
It's not.
notice
It's
that as a
perfectly
buyer,
great.
It's a
on top of
huge
the
upgrade.
currency
It's
to
a
sell a
huge
set for the
upgrade.
price, it also costs gold to purchase an item, as Ange has bills to pay after all. As a seller, you'll
Interesting.
immediately
gold fee
receive a
makes sense.
notification
It's
when
the-
an item of yours is sold,
Semi-counter body.
and can also see an effect above Ange in your hideout when she has unclaimed currency. Just go talk to her, claim your currency, and continue playing at your leisure.
This is gonna be so cool. Every time you log in, you're gonna check the merchant
As
like,
many people
Yeah.
already
Can I
acquired
sell
premium
anything?
stash tabs for the purpose of the trade system, we wanted to add a way for you to convert your existing tabs to merchant's
Okay.
tabs, if you want. You can do that here, on the website, but only if you
Why on
purchase
the
those tabs
website?
before the release of the third edict. To clarify, the existing trade system will remain fully intact, so your premium stash tabs will not lose any of their functionality. We just figured people might want to switch over to this new system.
Yeah, everyone.
We expect a lot of feedback around this new system and are looking forward to trying it out with you. As we are not able
Gotta
to
buy more
test internally
tabs.
with an entire, thriving economy, there will certainly be some kinks to work out. Based on how the system goes, we will be adding it to Path of Exile 1 when ready, so any of the tabs you purchase will also be usable there later. Next up, we're going to be talking about our new supporter, packs. Today,
Are we allowed
we're
to talk
launching
now? I
two
think so,
new
right?
series of supporter packs. The Justice and Trathan Executioner packs.
I'm out of breath.
Each tier contains the pack's full
I've had to
face
pee
value
for
and
like 40
points,
minutes.
alongside
I'm dying.
several exclusive microtransactions.
That
As
bird kinda
always,
cute.
the microtransactions in these packs are purely cosmetic and do not affect your character's power or progression in any way. The Justice series of supporter packs contains 6 exclusive microtransactions. Claim glory after defeating enemies, or inspire your allies by calling down the Banner of Justice portal. The
Dude,
Sphinx
this is an
Mystic
hour
hideout
already.
decoration will
I know.
identify items for you, displaying
One
them
hour.
as it
About the
does
end.
so.
We're at about
This
the end. of it.
ancient
I gotta go
creature
pee.
has been
Yeah.
presented with many items over the eons, so has some strong expressions to make on the quality of your wares. Become a true warrior, worthy of delivering the justice of the eternal gods,
kinda lame.
with the Apostle of Justice
kinda
armor
lame.
set. This armor set also comes with a matching back attachment containing
Oh,
a set of
interesting.
scales
Oh, I
to
like
measure
the
your
back
worth.
attachment though.
Yeah.
With the Apostle of Justice finisher effect equipped, the Goddess of Justice herself will appear to
No,
decide on a
you can
verdict for
convert
slain unique
your
enemies.
tabs to merchant
Witness as
tabs
she
right
decides
now.
the
It
fate
doesn't
of your slain
like
foes.
it,
But you
it's
can't
not
convert
going
it
behind
back
the
the other
paywall.
way.
to be amongst the gods,
you
can-
can't
you
or
can
be
convert it back
banished
the
to
other
the
way, though, I think.
underworld.
Yeah, you can already do that. You can like
The
one
Griffin
quad tab is
fledgling
enough.
pet will
You
be a
just go one
courageous
quad tab as a
companion as you
merchant tab and
journey
you're
throughout
good.
Rayclast.
Only premium stash tabs.
Take your
yes.
place in the skies in the Plateau of the Gods hideout.
You have to go on the website and
This
convert
hideout
it
comes
into a
with
merchant
many
tabs.
different sections for setting up your
Oh.
home or base
This
of
is a
operations.
PoE1 hideout.
In order
Just
to
do
travel
one,
between
one
them, you simply
premium
just need
quad
to walk
stash
off the
and you're
edge.
good.
Like a true eternal god,
Like, I've never
you can
used
float
more than
between
one
the
quad
mountains
tab
on the
for-
clouds
for selling.
themselves. The Trathan Executioner pack series
Like,
also
this is fine to
contains
talk
6
over, right?
exclusive
This is like
microtransactions.
MTX.
Yeah, it's stupid.
The Trathan
I just went to the
Executioner
bathroom,
finisher
so I don't care
effect
about
is
this.
a brutal display of
Just got back.
Trathan
I
might,
care about this.
crushing slain unique
Yeah, but you're a
enemies
whale.
as
You
if they
swiping
were
all your
bugs
games,
beneath
aren't
your
you?
heel.
That's like skins.
As a Trathan
Yeah, skins are cool.
executioner,
Cool.
you're the perfect master for the ever-hungry carrion raptor pet.
I like pets.
I'm stretching.
It has taken a particular
stretching.
liking to
I
the
need to
taste of
stretch.
other pets. And at your command, it will swoop down and
Guys,
eviscerate
there's so
them.
much, and like we could do a
Proceeding to
3-hour
satisfy its
podcast
hunger
without
by
the patch
feeding on their
notes.
corpse.
Like we have patch notes coming.
Oh, that's cool.
The nobles of the 4 major Trathan houses had their mercenaries, but if their hired hands became notably irritating, they'd have to call in the Trathan executioners. You can now embrace their methods and become brutality incarnate with the Cruel Trathan Executioner armor set.
Looks cool.
The matching Cruel
Ooh,
Trathan Executioner
wow.
cloak
That is.
will shroud you in scarlet as you crush the skulls of your enemies and leave a
Period
trail
cloak.
of blood behind you as you build up a kill streak. Or use the alternate variant to simply put a skeleton on your back. Be bathed in blood as you mutilate monsters with the Cruel Trathan Executioner character effect. The swirling blood increases in volume as your spree of slaughter continues. Both this effect and the cloak use the same kill streak for tracking how much blood is shown. After a long and tiring day of executions, enjoy a relaxing game of dice with the Goblin Gambler's Hideout decoration. They'll definitely be playing fair, right? The
AKA
Pulverizer
Alva
map
is
device
gone.
brings a horrid
Goodbye,
efficiency
Alva.
to punishing the damned
No.
of Trathus.
I mean, she dies
Each
in
map
Act
you
4.
open will
She got
execute the
murked.
next victims.
My queen.
He's not doing
This map
currency
device in
exchange
its
anymore.
true
She's not doing
ruthlessness
Gamba anymore.
tracks the
It's
total number of
over.
monsters
Rest
killed,
in peace,
your
Queen.
kills per second, and your largest kill streak up to the point of the map being completed.
That's kind of cool.
This is then displayed on a leaderboard, so you can take a measure of you and your friends' violence at the end of each map.
I don't like the name
Additionally,
Ange.
any microtransactions
like-
from the supporter packs will be
Alpha
made
is so
available
nice
for
to
use.
There
say, like,
could be
Alpha,
somebody
Alpha,
watching this
Alpha,
stream
Ange.
with
That's
that
enough about
name.
cosmetics.
That could be
Let's get
someone's
into
real
the
name.
Q&A.
You just hurt their
But
feelings.
firstly, I want to give a huge thank you for your ongoing support.
What did Ange do to you?
We're just about to start the Q&A with Ziggy D.
I had an
Afterwards,
ex-girlfriend
at
once. She was
11 a.m.
uh,
Indian time,
Oh, one of
or
those
at
things.
4 p.m.
She took
Pacific,
all of my stuff
we'll
and
post
sold it on
Path
the
of
black
Exile
market.
2, the third Edict patch.
I'm
Bro,
very-
we
I'm
still
very-
have the,
With the
still have
release
the
of
very
this
Q&A.
next
scarce.
week,
I'm sorry.
our community team will be posting crucial information you need for the release. Keep
I'm
an eye on the
floored,
news.
guys.
Thanks for joining us
Where are
today
all my
and
ad
checking out our
status?
latest developments. We're looking forward to
When are
seeing
the
your
patch notes
experiences
coming?
with Act 4 and its new bosses, fighting
Patch
the
notes,
Abyssal,
yes, patch
trying
notes.
new builds, and crafting new items. We'll begin the
Did
Q&A
they announce
shortly,
new class?
so
No new
please
class.
get your questions ready.
No new class.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel dizzy. I feel
Zero
dizzy.
new classes and ascendancies, and it's this hype. That's
I
awesome.
am
That's
so
so
excited.
impressive.
I am
This is
so
insane.
excited. No new
In
class,
my-
but like
In my
There you go.
opinion, no new class, no new ascendancies is actually what they should have gone for, in my
Agreed.
opinion.
With this many
Because we-
changes,
like,
it
Yes.
feels like there's new ascendancies
This is what
though,
we
with
need.
like the notables and stuff.
yes, this is what we needed.
it's not a meme when we say new
get that
game. It
people
literally.
want classes. I get that people want classes, but we needed more content. We needed content. Oh my god, what is the sound here?
Audio.
Q&A session for you. Probably like 2 hours.
Nice
or
little
something,
echo.
Grab a cup.
2
Way too
hour
quiet.
Q&A session. They just said.
I'm joined once again by Jonathan and Mark to discuss a lot. The patch that had to fix all the things, right?
That was the goal. I mean, we didn't quite get to literally everything, but we certainly
Fix the
we
audio,
certainly managed to do a lot of
kings.
things that we were very keen to do.
Fix
Yeah,
all the
this
things
is
except for the audio.
This was uniquely nerve-wracking for
No
you.
tower
because-
mention. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's
no
something
tower
I
mention.
felt like there was a lot of pressure
No,
on this
no
one,
tower
so-
mention is something
Absolutely. I mean, look,
that
we've
is
obviously got
probably
lots
my
of proof.
biggest like.
You know, we need to
Where
make
is
sure
it?
that
That might be a
we're,
patch notes
I mean,
thing.
maybe they still
I
include it in the
wouldn't want
patch
people to
notes. You never know,
feel
right?
like
Maybe
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like it's
that
too
we-
small.
that
It's
we
you
don't have
know.
answers to a lot of the things.
Let's
It's
be
not
on the
big
lookout
enough
for
for us to
patch
do.
notes because I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I'm not sure. Like depending how this Q&A goes, I'm
The
The
not
moment we
really,
have
like,
patch notes, we can ditch the Q&A. I don't give a fuck about the Q&A.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked to
Because
see how much
in
this
all
game
the
was,
Q&A so
especially
far,
given that
it was
you've
never
moved
like
since
something new
Sunday
revealed.
before,
Because
Yeah.
it is always just like, yeah, how are you feeling kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I'll watch
without,
this like
talking too much.
tomorrow off, like I'll watch it.
Also, the sound is so fucked right now, I can't hear
It's
anything
so
anyway.
bad.
I'm gonna turn it down on my stream. It's hurting my ears. I'll turn the volume back up, guys, whenever it's fixed. It's hurting my ears.
Because we're going to be back to normalcy again, but yeah, it's a like you know what it does do.
Wow. Wow.
Guys,
I don't know what to say.
I definitely am gonna need like a 10-minute to like gather thoughts, because like I can't even remember stuff from the start of it. There was so much there.
Oh, there it is. They fixed it.
Did I fix it? Cool. Thank you.
been.
It's still very
been
quiet
quite
though for me.
quite a good one.
Yeah, maybe
I turned
early
it off.
on we had the process actually. We just literally grabbed my whiteboard in my office and we just wrote down every single problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I
And,
said, I think
I'd
the
say
Q
it's-
and A's is
yeah,
always
not
a little
strategy
bit
we've
like
done to this degree, this methodically before.
Right,
where
right.
we were like, okay, we have to solve everything on this whiteboard.
Literally
And-
made a tier list up there. like,
Yeah,
this is
we
tier
had
one, this is
tier
tier two.
We did
like,
actually fully
yeah,
of every problem, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know there were things in there like performance and things that aren't
Yeah.
necessarily the actual game content.
I mean, the very
So-
the very one at the top of the list was campaign is a slog, right? Like that was the one that we were like, we've got to.
My YouTube chat's telling me
So,
previous
things like
section
that,
mentioned
just-
patch notes should be
we're
posted in
really
about
trying to
2
be honest about, like, here are
hours.
the real issues.
2 hours.
Oh,
so
God, 2
We're
hours.
not gonna get patch notes for 2
We had a goal to
hours.
fix all of it, and we
What do you
did.
guys think?
We aren't fixing literally everything.
We can definitely start the podcast now and then just hope the patch notes show up in the middle of them.
Obviously, as we're watching Twitch chat.
Yeah, a little bit late. Let's calm down a little bit. Let's watch a little bit of the Q&A, I guess. Turn up the volume,
Yeah, that's probably
and then let's just calm down a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, so we'll kind of discuss around your vision.
How hard did I come? Oh,
So that you can
you don't even know. You don't even know the beginning of it. There have been buckets in my room.
Yeah, sorry, I screamed at one point when they announced the trade stuff. I'm sorry.
It was the druid. No elephant form, but the druid.
My head hurts. Yeah. Holy shit.
So it seemed that druid has been unique.
I think I came
Holy.
twice.
It's been something you've been working on for a
Yeah,
while.
like it makes sense in retrospect why DM said he's going to play every ascendancy because he knew he was committing to not something absurd. I mean, it is absurd, but there's not like 4 classes coming with it on top of that. So
of the 4 months of development that we were that we had here, and obviously like a bunch of work had gone on before that as well.
Frame by frame trailer on podcast, time will fly by. That's actually a good point. We can go through like because so much stuff is getting shown without us like having like any time to process what we just saw because there might have been so much stuff we just didn't realize.
tell me if something interesting happens on the Q&A. I'm sorry for my stream. I'm
Yeah.
turning off the Q&A. I'm gonna start taking notes for the podcast. I'm gonna like go back through
Yeah.
what we
We're just
heard.
gonna watch this a little bit.
True ruthlessness.
Yeah,
tracks the
barely
top-
made it.
Alright, I'm gonna meet up in the Discord voice. If you're watching my stream right now, yeah, I'm just gonna like glance through the what we just watched again, because there was some stuff that I know I had to have forgotten, and I want to make sure we talk about them for the podcast.
What is this clip?
I wasn't taking notes at all. I should have probably been taking notes for the podcast. I was expecting patch notes sooner though.
It sounds like they're confirming Druid as the next class, though.
We have stood by, doing the
I wonder if we would have gotten a class if it wasn't Druid.
Path of Exile 2 story.
If they had worked on another class instead of
Should give you
Druid.
some nice details
Take a
to chew on.
screenshot of this page.
We've got a lot to cover today, but first, another announcement. When the third edict launches on the 29th, we'll be having a free weekend for Path of Exile 2. That's right, Path of Exile 2 will be free for the first time without requiring an early access key. The free weekend will end on September the 1st, so you'll have plenty of time to give the game a try. Weapon that can be used against corrupt tribes. You like. Act 4 is completely.
Yeah, sorry if you guys were watching
and
my
visible
stream for the
right
Q&A.
wherever you choose.
I'm wanting to do prep for the pod.
Will you visit the pristine
Miso
beaches
and
of
Dead
Far
Rabbit
Blue
are still
Island?
watching the Q&A, so you can swap to their
Karui whisper of a
streams.
curse that the kin of
Bob,
being wisdom
yeah, I
will
want to prep for
include.
the pod.
Huge amount entire campaign again.
I am
before
very
you face
excited
the
for
end.
Thorns. Expect a
But after
massive
getting a full-
post about
they
what I
said
think
something
Thorns is
about
going to
Towers,
become
okay.
and stuff, but...
We need
Towers,
something else
okay.
for Act 4. Well,
Oh, towers, okay. Shit.
We're telling me, but it still seems like a pretty big endgame update in the end.
yeah, I mean, well, part of that is because we obviously get all the content that we produced for the campaign. We get to make all the in-game versions of that.
Oh. Did I hear you talking towers, or no? Okay.
Until now, you had to repeat the entire campaign again before you could face the endgame. But after adding and we're calling them the interludes.
Yeah, the new boss mechanic stuff is really cool.
Oh yeah,
There's
boobs.
a huge amount to show, but we're not going to spoil too
I
much.
forgot about the
here.
boobs.
We want to give you a chance to discover it all for yourself. What happens after something else to three temp Ogum and
Getting screenshots for the podcast, so we have visual aids. So I'm just trying to find all the important visual aids.
Okay, so that's the new extensions to the camp systems here.
If missed a thing about Merchant Tab, everything you have missed, we are gonna talk about podcast. We are gonna talk about everything on the podcast anyway. If you've missed anything, stay tuned for the podcast. We're gonna go over everything.
It's required quite a lot of thinking. In order to solve these issues, we now also have multiple levels of many supports as you go through the game. For example, seconds you get 2. Powerful. The skill now. So just focus on is one just about the now around you regulate and allowing it to skip yourself. 3 defenses. To make evasion % less damage.
Man, guys, this patch is insane.
So this is an upgrade for regular hits too.
They didn't talk about anything Thorns related. That's a little bit too niche. I saw a lot of things that indirectly massively buff Thorns, so if they didn't buff Thorns at all, we're good. But, yeah, we'll have to wait till the patch notes for Thorn stuff. I'm sorry, guys. I know that's like a jarring change from watching that to like now we're going through this, but I'm just making sure I'm not like I'm just like refreshing my brain on like all the important stuff for the pod. I'll go back to watching the QA in a second, but
when an enemy is low in life, you can dash forward and 4-point nodes.
I remember most of this stuff.
That can be used while moving. That upgrading supports when he also how it works. Food.
Oh yeah, I wanted a screenshot of the tree.
We tried to be a lot more interesting, usually than before. Now we probably can't go through too many of these in the live stream, so I'll just show you one from each class's area of the tree. We tried to be a lot more thematic with the new nodes.
Splinter stuff is
for
big.
example, the Molten One Desperate.
It looked like there was a kind of a new weapon, but not like a new weapon. You have like the staff that's like a scythe, but it's still a staff, so I feel like it's a brand new game. I'm not upset.
Wisps in the patch
I feel like
notes.
it, if they added new classes, it would have been too much almost. Okay, I remember the rest of this. All right, I'll go back to the Q&A, guys. Sorry.
This monster with the mana siphoner modifier. Their soul is eaten
as well, which is something that I'm always keen for with leagues, is like have a bit more interaction.
Yeah, you were telling me that you had specifically made it.
All
so
right,
that
I got the
this
QA
would
back up.
Have specific interactions with basically everything else.
For sure.
Like if a Rogue Exile is standing there, you get a special boss based on the Rogue Exile. So that's a rather interesting extra combination stuff there. It is interesting because this is a league mechanic. It's in every zone. It's guaranteed. That's part of a league mechanic. But does this also have like Atlas Tree integration in the way that it would later on as it becomes like a core element?
No, not the way that's kind of handled is through some of the waystone crafting.
Yeah.
We, depending when the league ends, you know, we obviously do the whole again more for people who maybe don't know what a league is and how we handle this stuff in PoE1. I'll over-explain it a little bit, but yeah, generally we review the state of it at the end. We see what changes we want to make. Sometimes we add it to the core game immediately. Sometimes later.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna do podcast prep, guys. I'm sorry, I'm ending my stream now. I'm actually gonna host my Twitch into Miso, and I'm gonna be ending the YouTube stream while I do podcast prep. I'm gonna be hanging out on their stream talking to them right now, but in terms of my stream being live, I'm just gonna start my podcast prep right now, and I don't want to be sitting here with the QA and
I feel like Video Core
stuff like that. But I'll still be in their streams. Go watch Miso's stream. Get ready for the podcast. I'm about to host them though.
Because it's in every area, you have to take it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm about to turn off my stream and host Miso. I don't care about streaming this
stuff. It could be a separate
so.
tree, but just do it through the waystone crafting stuff instead. And
but no rush on you guys doing your thing. I'm hanging out.
I mean, we'll see how we fold it all in as we go into the 040 though. Like that'll be an
all right, sorry guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. I gotta do podcast prep. I gotta do the document and stuff. I am going to raid Miso's channel, and then the podcast is starting soon.
Thank you for the raid, Mr.
We are doing the podcast very soon. We're waiting for patch notes potentially, but yeah.
With the lack of